to Die, episode 106. Gundam. Hit it, DJ. Hello, guys, girls, and squirrels.
Squirrel?
This is your host, Henry, also known as Mayhem the Heart's Mace. Hey, how you guys doing today?
Just realized that was you. Holy shit.
This is Rolling to Die, episode 106.
Woohoo!
Tonight is our Gundam special.
Gundam, baby!
All right, so we're going to go down the list. We're going to have everybody introduce themselves. Other people will be joining in, but they'll be a little late. All right, let's start off with Leiden.
Greetings and salutations, everybody. It's yours truly, O-Line72, coming here to play as my first time playing a Gundam campaign, so I'm looking forward to that. And I'll be playing as a good old soldier in the army. He's going by the name of Spice, human fighter, level 10 in fighter, and then level 5 in monk.
On with it. Yes, on with it. Is it Ranger? All right, and last but not least.
All right, I'm bringing you your music and also playing as your villain tonight. I am DJ Thunderbass.
Woo!
You guys are excited for that one, aren't you?
I've been doing a bit more villainy stuff in these recent episodes.
Oh yeah, it's really fun to play both sides. I do it all the time.
Yes.
So, on that note, this is Rolling to Die, everybody. We're going to start off with everybody rolling 2d20 for me and tell me what those 2d20 are to start your day.
All right.
An 8 and a 6.
What'd you get?
Ooh! That one is a 9.
I take that back. It was barbarian, not monk. Barbarian. Sorry, fighter and barbarian.
Nat 1 and a 9?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no. What did you get, Jordan?
An 8 and a 6.
8 and a 6. Okay. I got a 9 and a 16. All right, everybody else will be jumping in. We'll let you know when they pop in. So, on that note, for the premise, we have a Gundam base trying to take the last of the warfare regiments off the moon base. And we were issued by 5 mobile suits to protect it until the final remains of what we needed was sent off on a jet. On that note, during the radio chatter that was happening, of us being assigned and holding off for the past 3 months without issue, someone was gunning up and gearing up everything they needed. On the radio chatter, the Xeon Army, PJ Thunderbase, you in your cockpit, it blinks on, and you hear, we have the final regiments of the information we need. For the final schematics of mobile suits, we manufactured to take on anything, especially this army. What do we need to get last? And they state they needed the last regiments of information for your headquarters. And they need to get it to this ship with the last remaining scientists. Your job is to execute. So what is it you would like to do for your character? What would you like to explain when you heard this on a message?
Now, was this directed directly at me, or was this just me intercepting?
You intercepting. You were overhearing it as it popped on through the radio communications through your screen.
Okay,
You have
so
to link it, and they do not know that you do.
okay, so I say to myself that I'm like, all right, looks like we're going to have a little fun foiling their plans. I might need to bring a little backup. Nah, I should be able to do this.
As you have your other soldiers walk up, sir, do you need any kind of help, please? We have the AI machines turning on. Would you like to use them? Or some of our pilots?
That sounds delightful. Let's do it.
He hands you a remote. And after you push the button for the remote, it activates all the AI pilots. The machine
How's
that is
this?
waiting for you. Go ahead.
I was going to say, how's this for a happy hello?
All the machines light up with their eyes, except for one in the very back you walk into. As you head down this long pathway, where you have all the rest of the mobile suits lined up to the left and the right, lighting up, booting up, charging. The lights finally flicker and turn on right ahead of you. I want you to roll a perception check to see what you will see when the lights turn on.
Okay. Ugh, I don't see really anything. 2 plus 1, 3. He has a passive of 11, though.
11 will do. As the lights come on, they're a little bright at you at first. You get a little blinded for a split second. But all you see after that is a big glisten of red and black. from your mobile suit, standing there in its all, fully recuperated, refurbished, with Gundanium alloy built into it, making it tougher, with all the new specifications and the rosebud death beams around it. Having 6 of them to pilot separate from yourself, let alone your blaster, your claymore beam sword, and your shield that can withstand pretty much anything. You see the eye light up. And instead of all the rest you see always with a pink, this one has a yellowish orange hue as it looks down with a fiery eye right at you. You see the chest compartment open up. Do you want to head into your cockpit?
I hop into the cockpit, yes.
Perfect timing.
Oh, man.
And we'll have you explain that in 1 second. We have one of our guys coming in. Welcome, Dark Trooper. Introduce yourself, my friend.
Hey, welcome aboard, man.
Hey,
A few minutes late,
Hello.
but he's still here.
Yeah.
All's good, man.
My food place went lighter than I thought it would. It was busier than it was.
That's perfectly fine. Just introduce yourself, my friend, and we'll get on back with the show.
Anyway, greetings and salutations, my fellow nerds. I am Dark Trooper, and I will be playing as the Barbatos tonight.
Okay, so back to it. Deborah, you're getting into your cockpit. Explain how it looks, please, as you get in.
so I basically I get in, I sit down in my seat, which is kind of like a throne almost, as the control panel just wraps around me. And the surrounding, as I get situated and it gets into place, all of a sudden the lights just light up, and it's basically the surrounding is pretty much what you see right here.
Ah, I see. Beautiful.
Pretty much you're in your cockpit right now as you
Yes.
speak.
He did his copy. Yeah.
So you light it
Okay,
up, it
man.
turns on. The screen blinks as you see all the communications running again. You see all the AI links for all of your mobile suits lined up into your screen pad, stating their health and how much damage they have taken or received. And all of them are at 100% right now, full ammo. Some with some unique and dangerous abilities, and then one last one at the very back that has a warning label on it. Your other one is just called Big Red. So which one do you want to pilot? You want to pilot the mobile suit or the Big Red?
I'm gonna pilot the mobile suit for now.
All right, Little Red. So you get ready and you go and launch off. Now that'll lead back to us. All right, Dark Trooper, I'd like you to roll 2d20 for me. Tell me what those 2d20 are to start your day. While you're doing that, Blyden, for you,
Yes.
what is your character doing at this moment as you are on the base, knowing that it's just you guys loading in the last load, and it's been all too quiet for this past 4 months for your contract?
All right. So, Spice, he's just your average hardworking man who just wants to, make the money, pay the bills for future wife and maybe kid in the future and all that jazz. But he's in the military, and right now he's got like this sideburns that are kind of just a little bit far out than normal for his length. Got brown hair, a bit mangled on top, got like a mohawk design. He's just wearing right now. He's like his auto suit for his Gundam, and he's currently right now, frankly, just doing some tinkering inside his Gundam. He recently got like a new module for his system to help him run it so it actually moves smoother and less jerkative while in action. Been waiting on this module for 3 months now.
As you're working on your Gundam Neos and preparing the black and white Gundam, you make sure everything is linked, even your energy pods that turn into shields. Your bazooka is all loaded up, and your beam rifle is fully charged. Your new beam sword has a extra feature now to it, where it has a bottom blade. For just in case you're in close combat and you can't get with the big part, you can stab down with the short part.
That's gonna come in handy someday.
You notice that when you
Someday
turn
very
on
soon, apparently.
when you turn on the schematics, you notice the boosters and thrusters increase by 100%. Much faster.
Oh, nice.
You notice the armor has been reinforced an extra 10%. You got an extra couple rounds with that bazooka, more than you usually do. But your favorite round is your very first round. And you even wrote on it. What did you write on that very first round, right before it launches off?
Admit it, it was me.
It's hilarious. I love it. First thing is going to be themed. Okay, so you're off in that. Dark Trooper, your character, where are you off while you're in the same area while he is working on his mobile suit in the hangar bay? Is your mobile suit in the hangar bay as well being repaired or worked on in any way?
I believe so, yes. I think it's getting rearmed for battle.
All right. You notice you got your arm cannons, you got your heavy mace and your heavy sword. You got your detachable hand claws. But sadly, you don't have the tail. It was lost in combat, and you had to revert back to the basic Barbados, not the Lucas racks. But you know this one still works.
Anyway, I got a 19 and a 14.
Ah, good.
19 and a 14. That is very good. You got the highest of everybody. We all had some pretty bad ones, you could say.
Yeah.
While you're doing this, are you checking your schematics at all as you're running the sequence on the machine?
Sorry. Chewing.
You're perfectly fine. Worst time to ask. While that's happening, you notice that the mace has a new attachment into it. So as it hits, it has these extra thrusters, and it goes a bit faster when you swing it.
I'm running diagnostics in the cockpit to make sure everything's working right.
As you observe the diagnostics, you see the armor intake has increased by 50%. Your speed has increased by 40%. But you got this new thing called Heavy Grapple Explode, where you can equip and stab a weapon into something and let it self-destruct into an opponent. Depending on which weapon you choose it to, it won't be used again for a while until it's been remanufactured into the factory. But later on, you choose which way you want the explosive to go, into the mace or into the sword, depending on how you use it. After that, your Haro bounces around you and bounces and rolls off. You start seeing the sparks fly, and then you finally see the finished paint job, as both of you are standing there looking at your mobile suits, in awe and black and white. And then you hear down the hallway heavy footsteps from the boots of the commander. I see you guys got your ships ready. These mobile suits good. They tip-top shape. They ready?
Everything looks to be running at 100%, maybe even more than that, sir.
I'll be joining you guys on this mission. I'm using an older model. See if it works well. As you look over and you see a light point off to the left, you see a red and white mobile suit. known as the heavy arms. The minigun on the left and the big red shield. Extra equipped with the beam sword for backup. On its right with the army knife, close quarters, and just in case cockpit take out and KOs. You see the missile pods all around it. And you see ammo being loaded into its chest and into its head.
Man, that thing must be one heavy artillery.
Yeah, we call it heavy arms. This is technically heavy arms 2.0. First version, I kind of messed up. But once you guys get tip-top shape, we have one of our men. He's not here yet, but we'll get ready. We have everything's quiet so far. I'm a little worried.
Yeah, I kind of noticed that too. I haven't even heard a cricket once. Not once. Wait, do crickets even are on this planet? We're on the moon. Why would crickets be on the moon?
You know,
Drip, drip,
I
drip.
hired you for pulling things. I didn't hire you for thinking, but when you do, it's kind of funny. It's worried.
You know, I gotta spice things up one way or another, hence why they call me Spice.
What kind of spice are you?
The
Are you
spicy
sticky
kind.
spice? Are you sporty spice?
You know, I was going to ask the same question. You two Spice Boys over here, where's your other guys?
Guess as good as mine. They all probably went on break or something. But I don't go
Yeah,
on breaks. I'll sleep when I'm dead.
You have a younger man walk up, darker skin, come up, and his name is Dominate. Hello. How you guys doing? I'm cleaning up this one over here as the lights turn on. You see a dark mobile suit, all in black, and this long metal staff with a hook at the end. A beam sword being connected to it. As you notice, it's like a beam sight. Shield being attached to the other arm, and ammo being loaded into the upright compartments and the head. May not have much ammo, but it hits pretty hard. Good armor.
I'll bet. That thing looks like it can cut through a Star Destroyer in no time at all.
And she has the last guy walk up, eating a big bag of one of the ration supplies. So, guys, I got my machine fixed, my robot thingy. What's this thing called?
A Gundam.
Gundam? He looks up and he's like,
Gundam!
everybody screams at him, and he's like, "Geez, I'm sorry."
Wait a minute, is this the new hire? Is this the new guy?
Yeah. So
Random wrench comes chucking at his head.
we have him using a tougher model that's a little more upgraded. He came in with some new gear. I like it, but not the brightest. He has a great skill when it comes to fighting, though. That's why we hired. Get in your bolt Gundam and get that thing ready. Get that ammo loaded up in the arms.
Give him the GM.
Oh, wow. This is only for the 6-inch models and up right now. Those guys are in the 5-inch models and down. That's next episode if we decide to. So, on that note, for all of you guys, I would like for all of you to roll a perception check for me and see if you notice anything going on.
I might certainly have a good
Dante.
perception. Okay.
And you, I would like you to roll a dexterity check and see how fast you are. What was yours, Dante?
I got 7.
Okay. And what was yours, Dante?
14 plus 2, 16.
Lylan, what'd you get?
19 plus, I'm looking for my perception. I made certain that bitch was loaded. Okay, that's 19 plus 5, so 24?
Okay.
21, 22, 23,
So,
24.
Our trooper, you don't hear nothing. You don't. You're just paying attention, laughing as everybody's just kind of lazily and slowly walking to their mobile suits. uh, Devereaux, you're getting closer. You're very close, actually. The alarms are just starting to about to trigger. I will let you know when you're within range of attack. Let me
Okay.
know you're starting in 1 second. I'm going to get back to Leiden. Leiden, with your high number of 24,
Wait, let me. What am I rolling?
Leiden, you hear a small trigger noise, a beep, 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 from your mobile suit as you have the highest sense of tracking. Yours starts triggering off some of the sensors that you put out around the moon. As some thing or someone or a small squad just happened to show up and cross past that sensor.
Guys, I got something on my monitor.
Right as you say that, Devante,
Yes.
what is you and your squad doing as they're lining up and coming through? Your big guy will be coming in last. I'll let you know when he shows up. He's a little slower at the time.
Okay. How are they positioned?
How do you want their formation to be as you have them controlled in an AI formation? Do you want to be in a D
I
formation,
am gonna have them in a
an assault formation, a V formation, or a,
Jet stream attack.
wall formation.
all right?
So like
Going through.
straight across each other.
All right, so like a line across.
Yeah.
All right, you start heading through and you start lowering your mobile suits to the base of where the moon is, as your thrusters are just gliding across the moon where you see it's kicking off dust. And you're launching fast. All of you, 8 mobile suits coming in quick. Hot and heavy and powerful. Each one of you with a unique special sensor. Your blue mobile AI starts blinking, saying target ready because it has the longest range. It can do one fire before it does its last charge and it has to slow down to do another charge. You
I'll
want to do a
fire.
fire? All right, this is going to be a wake-up call. Roll a attack for me. It's going to be a 16 plus a d20 and let me know what that number is.
12 plus 16, so 28.
28.
Nice.
This is going to be very interesting. Give me 1 second.
For you.
So, Leiden,
Yes, sir.
right as you said these words, the whole base gets rocked. Hey guys, there's something on the radar.
Never mind, they're here.
Everything goes red. You see the scientists running, trying to take things as fast as they can to the ship. Oh, what the hell? What's going on? The next wave of attacks will be coming in shortly. I'd like for everybody to get into their mobile suits, explain how they get into their mobile suits, and then we're going to go into a turn of initiative to start off with everybody. Leiden, you're first to let us know how to get in your mobile suit right when this all happens. It explodes around you. The lights went from white to red around you, blinking like crazy. A little bit of rubble fell around you and dust. You're just running right to your mobile suit. What are you doing? With a few
I
carts.
quickly run to my Gundam. I grab the helmet from the stand that's in front of the Gundam itself, like a little stand for your helmet. I grab that, quickly put it on, shoot like a cord that goes up to the Gundam's head, zip line up to it, and as I'm going up, I'm hollering at the maintenance crew like, "Help the others get the cargo on the ship. We gotta hold this down for as long as possible." And as I hop into my Gundam suit, the pilot suit opens up just underneath the chest, or just between the neck and the chest is where the suit opens up for me to jump in, and it looks like one of those pull-up bars, but it's got like a whole digital set frame for me to use to like move frequencies for moving the legs, the arms, for handles for me to grab on, and the inside's got like a neon, I want to say a neon blue lights around it.
All right, starts lining up and lighting up. You go, everything starts
Yep,
blinking,
powering up.
and your screen turns on, and your keyboard in front of you, it turns to a hologram keyboard. Everything else gets set up. You get in your chair and ready. The lights turn on all around you. You can start seeing the cameras lighting up, seeing where you're at in all directions. Start seeing your ammo intake and your energy sense of how much you have for each weapon. All right, Chris, Dark Trooper. What are you doing when it's all happening?
Towards my
What
cockpit.
shakes what you do?
I run towards my cockpit. As I'm running, I'm putting the attachment device that attaches to my back, so that I can initiate the system that integrates me into my Gundam.
Hmm.
And as I'm running up into my cockpit, all the wires and everything gets attached. I arch my back and get as all the feedback and all the information is going right into my brain.
All right, an electric surge you see striking down through your back into your brain. All this information, it feels like you're starting to become one with the mobile suit in a way. As you're starting to see where your arm is, its arm is, where you start to see the controls and the senses of how the body moves, you start knowing how it moves. You start seeing the ammo, not just on the screen, but in the side of your own eye. It feels like you can know how much ammo you have in each arm, how much energy you have, and what you're going to do with your detonating weapons.
Then I see its name on the screen saying Barbatos.
All right.
Nice.
It lights up, the doors open for you guys. You see your commanders as they run in, jumping into their suits, and the other guys. They start walking next to you. The rubble starts dropping around. You see some of the, how can you say, poor unfortunate souls. Right when the beam hits. Devontae, about that missile swarm I was talking about. I want you to roll for me 2d20 to tell me how many of them are going to be hitting this building. And then I want you to roll
An 11 and a 4, 15.
15 missiles are going to be hitting this building right as we're all getting ready and set. All right, roll 66 for me, please.
23.
Each one does 23 damage to each spot. Significantly hit the building. Even the shield wasn't ready. People trying to regenerate from this giant plasma beam that just rocked the whole place. Here comes these missiles right as the shield's about to come back up into the base. You see a hole opening right as the hull's about to open and decompress. People get sucked out in space. You see some of the crew and some of the maintenance men. I rolled for them and they rolled a nat 1.
Oh.
They had a
Popsicles.
30% chance, or like a 30 percentile, and they rolled in that one. All of them within that vicinity gone. The ones you did want did get to the phones and did everybody else to get stuff to the ship. But those certain maintenance crew that you guys worked with for the past 4 months, ate with and/or had parties with at times. You watch all of them get spaced as all of you are getting ready for wars. You see fire engulfing everything as your screens turn red. You guys want to go through the giant flaming hole, or you want to go through the entrance door that just opened? Who wants to go which direction?
I'll risk it. Fuck it. I'll go to the entrance door.
All right, so each one of you is going to have a follow behind you guys then. So Barbados, you're going to have a bolt gun following behind you. And for Neo, You can have heavy arms following behind you, which, to be honest, it should be the opposite. I'll probably switch it then. Heavy arms would be following behind Barbatos. You guys head off. You see Death Sight turn on slowly as you notice Dom got slightly injured. His mobile suit heads forward, though, getting ready to defend the base if anyone gets close inside, and lights up his blade. As you hear communication, all right, guys, anyone gets past these lines deals with this green blade of death. If it lights up max. Pretty much anybody who does get swiped with this is going to have a bad day. Okay, guys. I would like for everybody to roll initiative, please, to see how this is going to start off. As Devontae is now within attack range, all of you, as we have set on the screen. They all start landing.
A 14.
Plus what exactly?
14. Okay.
A 15. Oh, wait, no, 16. 16. I misread that. That's a 9, not a 6.
15 plus 3, 18.
9 plus 7, 16.
All right.
4 plus 3. I got a 17. All right, guys. Now, when you're in combat, your stats will play a factor, but your mobile suit is going to give you a plus. Each one of you has a higher mobile suit is a +5. Devontae, your AIs, though, all have only a +4 or +3, depending on their system.
Okay.
Okay. The only ones that will technically have a +4 will be Jet over here and a +3 for the ball. The lowest, the ball. Sorry, ball. We have one person trying to get to the ball to help us defend as you hear them blasting off of this cannon. To start off, we have Jordan.
Like I said, I'm gonna take my Gundam suit and just rush out the door out the open air and see what just hit us, and see if I can quickly counter their attack and fire at least one person.
All right, you run through. You said you wanted to run through the front entrance.
Yep. I know there's a lot of guns out pointing at me, but that's okay.
You run up right here.
All right.
Got your shield energy wall that's right in front of you. Your bazooka in one hand or your beam rifle, depending on what you choose. And you also have your beam sword.
We'll go with
Which
bazooka.
weapon do you want to be starting off with when you walk out? You have your shield also on your left side.
All right. Let's go with bazooka and have that shield ready in case someone does fire upon me.
You walk in all classic Gundam style, holding your shield up as you hold your bazooka over, aiming and targeting. You see everybody. You see Bolt Gundam run past you, going, "Don't worry, I got this just in case." As he stands to the side for you.
All right.
Now, I want you to roll a perception check for me to see what you can target. It's going to be a +5 for your target.
All right. Okay, 10 plus 5, and then +5 for the Gundam.
Yes.
Okay, so that would be a total dirty 20.
All right, so a dirty 20. Okay, so you see the targeting system. Right when you target off, about 200 yards away, across the bridge, where you see people always walk through to get things and food and everything else with their suits on. You see a red mobile suit land in front of you. And you see these 10 or 12 black circular orbs start swirling around it. And you see it have a shield, and it ignites a beam across the shield. And then it pulls out a pistol, looks right at you, and just points and shoots using its reaction.
Fire bazooka.
Right when it fires, you fire. All right. Roll an attack for me.
All right.
It's such a you had a dirty 20 for your perception. It had a 17, so you got the first shot.
All right. 11 plus 2. That's a 13. And then you said the Gundam modifiers is plus 5, right?
So
All
turn
right.
to an 8.
So 11, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So that's 18 to hit.
So technically, you would have hit its AC, but now that it has its energy shield up,
All right.
its AC now is 28.
Oh, okay.
And you see your missile and hit an electric invisible wall at first and explode.
Well,
And
that's
you
one
see
spicy meatball.
the machine just laughing and points and just fires again. All right, and it completely misses as it has 2 or 3 beam energy shots hit your shield and do nothing. As you realize you have a higher class of defense when it comes to your least armor rate. All right, you still have one more action left. What would that be?
Is there by chance I can reload and fire the bazooka again?
It has it just keeps firing until it's out.
All right, I'll fire again.
Fire again, and once the magazine is empty, it'll let you know it has a 6th round for each part.
Ooh, that's a 10 plus 5. That's a 15.
All right, you just hit the energy shield again. Just boom, boom, boom. These missiles just blast across it. Now, do you want to do any kind of defense mechanisms or any kind of strategic ideas to position yourself before we end your turn?
Prep my shield. If a missile or something of a huge object comes at me, I'm going to try and see if I can parry it away. And then try and be prepared for the counter for a parry counter with a bazooka.
All right. And your
That's
turn
it.
there.
My turn.
Time for the dangerous red machine. Dante, your team and squad has just landed for their extermination squad to take out this base as we're trying to get the last information onto the ship to go. You've already wrecked the front entrance, saying hi. Knock, knock.
Literally.
You literally knocked. You want to do any?
Is there a back entrance?
What did you say?
Is there a back entrance?
There is, but it is far more fortified in a way of just armor. There's lots of cannons over there. That's why they left the little suits over here near the science lab.
Because I was thinking of landing in the back entrance, cause all the commotion in the front entrance, land in the back.
I see. Sneaky
You're
little
gonna have
bastard.
to make a run for it to fly up and around, risking being assaulted.
I thought I was landing there, so that's why I was thinking that. But nope, I thought it was still in the air.
Yeah, well, even if you were in the air coming down, it would be the base more goes underground. This is just the top. So as you land down the little suits, if not hovering, depending on how you are, do you want to do anything with intercoms, connecting with any of these guys, warning them or laughing at them, or just keep firing and attacking quietly and silently? But violently.
Let's keep firing
Okay, explain to me what weapon.
until they notice me myself.
Okay. So you have your blaster,
Mm-hmm.
or your rifle. You also have your rose pods, which you have 6 of those that are also do so 6 separate attacks from them. And then you have your beam sword for close combat and your shield for what you can do, and you can utilize up to either 2 things, depending on which.
Okay. I am going to fire the rifle first. +18 9.
Plus a 5 on top of that. Yeah, you definitely are hitting it. What are you hitting is the question. There's
Uh,
you want to do a perception check to check properly, or do you just want to go with your regular passive perception? What is your passive perception?
an 11. And I just rolled two 18s for my perception, so. And that's a +1, so 19.
So at 19, you see ahead of you, 100 or 150, 200 yards, a ball flying and landing, charging up his beam cannon, trying to snipe you guys for defense.
Bye bye, ball.
Right off rip, this guy's like the one guy that decided to get in something to help you guys out, going, I could take these guys out. Oh, you guys kept telling me I'm a rookie. I'm going to snipe these guys. Watch you.
What?
As
And he
right
chose
off
the mobile coffin.
he did. The HP on this thing's pretty low. Pretty low. All right, so the HP is going to be roll 2 D100s for me.
I knew I was going to need the hundreds.
Yeah. And plus, what you weren't wrong, you got me right there on that one.
I actually cocked the right. Wow, I just cocked the 100 twice. Okay, a 15 for that first one.
All right, 15 plus what?
35.
15 plus 35. Okay. So 50. 50 damage plus 200, so 250 damage, which, funny enough, is the ball's health. That's hilarious. So, explain to me how you eradicate this guy that's sitting in the cockpit of this ball. You hit him perfectly.
I contact him since he's.
It.
I contact the ball directly since I notice it's looking directly at me, and I'm just like, "Hi, ball, bye, ball."
What do you mean by?
I like to play golf with you.
What do you mean? Whoop.
And that's it.
You do an overhand serve.
So, he just cooks. He's gone, disintegrated. You see the ball explode. Olaiden, you on your screen, one of your men you've seen explode. Knowing these guys have some heavy firepower. Same thing with you, Dark Trooper, as yours starts activating, telling one of your men just got taken out. What do you guys say or do and react when that happens, when one of your men has been taken out that you've been known hanging out with for the past 4 months?
Well, shit.
Sorry about that.
What do you say, Olaiden?
Got me on there right in a sec. One sec.
Everybody got blown up.
So, well, he was a good soldier.
Should have listened.
Good soldiers follow good orders.
And he should have listened and not entering a ball. Of all the moments we got, a ball.
Should have used it for an escape reason, not anything else.
If he was running away, then he's a coward. He deserved to die.
Nice. All right,
He's
so
trying to snipe me out of the sky.
they are handy for that if you utilize them properly.
Mm-hmm.
Nonetheless,
Unfortunately, I got to him first.
and he went exploding. So, guys, girls, and squirrels, back to where you belong. That was your first shot.
Yeah, that was only one. I still got one more.
What you do? What's that second shot? As you look around, you see Leiden firing a bazooka at one of your AI bots. And then you look over and you see.
Do I have anything larger than the rifle?
Then what?
Do I have anything larger than the rifle?
You have your rosebuds. You have 6 of them that beam off to blast at people.
Ooh!
So you can use those strategically to fly around right now and have them come out. And then anybody that comes within the vicinity, you can just have them just
I'm
swarm.
gonna have 3 of them surround Jordan's butt.
Damn. Jordan,
Yes, sir.
the nice thing is your mobile suit is actually a counter to his. You have the six Trigon shield
Okay.
around you as an energy. These 3 buds pop up and go bang surround you. You see an electrical charge of a shield around you.
I don't know how well that's going to work with him since I got 119 and 120.
All right, now what is your AC?
14.
My AC, don't think it's over that. I think it's a 17. My AC is a 17.
17 plus 5. We are on the actual mobile suit. Plus your shield. The suit's an extra 2. So be a 7. So 17 plus 7.
Okay, 17 plus 7. All right.
And if I'm using just the pistol, then that's a +8 onto each one
Yeah.
for the addition, if there's an addition.
The only one that hits is the 20. The 19 just misses.
Well, no, I mean, like, the 20, the 19, and the 14 are all +8s.
Oh, plus.
Oh, yeah. He's going to hit me on
14,
all.
the 14 misses, then the 19 and the 21, they're +8 apiece do hit. So 2 of these energy beams hit your mobile suit around your shield. They just get through these little crevice holes and just hit. Now, the thing about the damage is that you're still durable, as you can still swing your shield to take a defense.
Okay. That's basically what I had myself set up for.
Okay. Each one of these is going to be 100 damage plus 1d100 that he rolls tell me what that is, Devontae. What is that d100 that you roll on top of that 100 damage? Plus
You're lucky at 16.
So 116 damage. Your mobile suit has over
What are the
10,000
chances
health.
you roll a fucking 100, man? You've done it before.
It's the heavy hits you're going to have to worry about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. Does being crits as a fighter count even using those?
Technically, yes.
I'd say so. Yeah, you're at a certain level
So
now.
then that's a 19 and a 20 both crits. So that's doubled then, wouldn't that
Okay.
be?
200.
So 32.
So you take 2. A little more of a start than you thought it was going to hurt. Your mobile suit was able to withstand it.
Hey, man, I just got the paint job done. Oh, well, it needed a new color anyways. Didn't like it.
All right, so. All right, guys, girls and squirrels. You got hit, you got scraped up a little bit. Your mobile suit's still fine, but you notice he's not playing around because what if he would have hit you with all 6?
Oh, God, that would have been a nightmare.
The other 3, what did you do with the other 3? You have them swirling around you, or do you have them going off somewhere?
I'm heading those over to another location.
All right. And we'll hold off there for you to go next. Your Dark Trooper. Your Barbados lands up top. At the very top of the escape of the building from the hole. You see the smoke everywhere, and you've seen the ball get destroyed right underneath you. And you've seen more beams attacking your friend. What do you say or do when you see all this?
I'll be right back, folks.
I crack my knuckles. I crunch my neck. I say, "Let's do this." And my mobile suit crouches down like a sprinter on the ground and then launches off to it start attacking this minor enemies.
Nice. So you're gonna jump down. We need you to roll a acrobatics or athletics. See if you can how you land.
I got a dirty 20, 10 plus 10.
Nice. So you slam right down, right in front of this Aku.
The pie starts screaming, like start pissing itself. It's like, no, not the Barbatos!
All right, so
Goes right towards its head unit.
all right, so you're
And like
gonna
it's like a flat fingers straight.
all right, roll an attack for me of an unarmed strike with your mobile suit. It's a +5.
So it's 11 plus 5 plus 10. That's 26.
Okay, you do hit. Now, for damage, I need you to roll a D100 for me, please. And it's +200.
So it's 2.
Pretty much everything just adds 0 when it's mobile suits.
75.
Okay. 75. 75. So 175 damage. Oh, sorry, 275 damage. Right to its head. You see the lens in it explode, and that pink eye just. But you notice it's still moving, still trying to fire at you. You see the bullets coming across over your arm. Now, what else do you want to do before you end your turn? You have one more action.
I bat the gun away, and then just with my other hand, I just go right for the cockpit with a fist.
All right, roll an attack for me, please.
Okay, I got 15.
All right, that's a +5.
Yeah, it's 20. Dirty 20.
Okay, the dirty 20. So you just barely hit the cockpit. You notice your fingertips get through where there should have been a person, and the machine should have stopped moving. You notice it's still moving. You want to roll a history check for me and see what kind of a machine you're dealing with?
Net 20. You realize it's a mobile doll.
Yes, you do. As it looks over down at this arm, and it's firing with one arm, it takes the other arm and just grabs at your arm. It may not be as strong as you, but now it's trying to grab hold against you. So I need to do a strength check for me. See if you can outbeat its strength. It's a lower model, so it gets a. This one is the +4, where you have +5.
I got a 19.
You beat it. It got a 14 altogether. As you go further with your hand inside, it's where the cockpit is. And it cannot stop you. All right. Now, for that, we'll end your turn for now until it needs to be a reaction. Next on the list.
Oh, I got something to say. A mobile doll, eh? Haven't seen you in a while.
Next on the list is your commander. Commander Hank goes, so we're dealing with mobile dolls, you said. As he has his comms open and the doors open up. Ooh. I guess I'll just take them from a distance first. As you hear a rattling at first, going, and then you see it just minigun fire. Roll. All right, 16 plus 10 plus 5. Okay, so 21 plus 31. 31 to hit. with my scatter fire, as you see the wall across, right by the left side of you, Dark Trooper, just get reamed up, and then you see the mobile suit that's popping up over the wall trying to shoot at you. And you just see it get hit and just shattered with bullets. Just doing 100. 32 plus 200. All right, so 232 damage just riddled right to the top of it, damaging its sensors. And the missile pods up top now risk explosion. So I'm gonna roll for that. They're okay. They roll a 17. Anything lower than 15 is a problem. That was my first shot. My second shot, I am going to notice that there are big shield on this machine, and I notice I see Devontae's unit controlling things. I'm gonna let off a few rounds at you, Devontae, with my minigun. 17 plus 10 is a 27 plus the 5. So 32. So I hit as you riddle with bullets and 200 damage plus 6.
How do we determine our armor class?
Armor class for everybody is starts off. What was it? 6,000 for everybody. So your armor class, I'll be minusing it from there. I have it over here for your mobile suit. I'll tell you when you are getting close to your mobile suit shutting down and being destroyed. Depending on what you do as a combo, can amplify damage, or by how you slam someone into something, or go into a new KO. Like if their mobile suit's already destroyed in so many different ways from how you attacked it, it will amplify the damage.
Okay, so with the armor class we see on D&D Beyond, what do we use that?
You use that plus
for your armor class?
because that's still your character reacting, and your mobile suit helping you react.
Okay, because I have a 21 armor class for my character.
All right, so we have 26 altogether.
Okay.
Okay, so you just see the spray of bullets hitting you. Now, what you could do is you have a choice of throwing your rosebuds in front. You risk them getting damage.
No,
Or
because
you-
they're not near me right at the moment. Remember?
Now, I'll give you a chance to raise your shield. Now, either like you can do acrobatics or athletics to see how fast you can have a reaction to raising your shield to try to protect your cockpit. As I just kind of spray at you.
Plus 8 with advantage. 18 plus 8. Nice.
26. Okay. You just raise it in time. As right as you do, the bullets go right up your shield.
I
You
see.
don't feel
You
a bunch of holes. All right, my turn is done. So, Dante, time for your machines to do their thing. I'm going to be having my alternate Gundams going to be attacking and defending.
Okay. All right, where are they located? Who's near them?
You are right here. You have Barbatos right here. And you have Neo right here. Heavy Arms has just got opened up to the door bay right here. So I'm actually moved to here.
Okay, and how many do I have?
You have 3 of those rosebuds right here floating around, and then you have the 3 right here attacking at Jordan.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, and you, again, what other machines do I have, or is that it?
You have all these guys.
Okay.
So you have your blue beam cannon. He has to charge up the fire, so he'll get one shot and he has to recharge.
Mhm.
Then you have this guy that just got shot when he was trying to raise up. And I was trying to shoot. And he got-
Okay. Does he have a long range?
He does. Missile pods on his head. He can shoot right here and rain missiles above on everybody.
Yes.
And he has machine guns in his arms to fire off. He's also very fast.
What do I do for the missiles?
All right. Roll a d20 plus 13.
Nat 20 plus 13. Nice.
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 So you just see this machine wipe off the bullet damage originally, get the commands from you. You see its eyes blink, and it looks up, and you just see it arc itself, and you see missiles just fire off from its head, go and just fire off. All the rest of us hear whistling. And just all of us. Roll a d12 for me. See how many of these missile pods have fired off at us.
So D12.
Like, will it be a wall of missiles or just a few missiles? As you roll for a d12.
9.
9. So 9 missiles lay across the boundary of this ball. So all 3 of us get hit.
Ouch.
So Barbatos, the Neo Gundam has heavy arms. Because it's at least my arms get hit in my chest area, close to it. So each one of you has to roll a d100 to see your succession on dodging for the explosions. And then, Devontae, I need you to roll 2d100. And it's going to be plus 200 for the damage these missiles will be spraying across us.
Okay, 2D100 you said?
Yes.
Okay.
Just one D100.
Yes, we have ours a percentile for percentage wise.
70.
65 for the first one.
29 for me.
What'd you get, Dark Trooper?
I got 70.
90 for the second one.
Okay. Roll away from me. 53 for me. So part of my arm gets hit, but I'm okay except for the damage I gotta take to the shield. Leiden, you're lucky you've got a shield of energy that's protecting you, but your mobile suit takes 2 or more damage.
All right.
Trooper, you just take the back blow of it, making your mobile suit rock forward a bit, which actually helps rip the arm forward through this mobile suit a bit more and damage. So after that, you still have your blue mobile suit with a energy charge, and then also the Serpent with a minigun that can fire just like mine. You also have your hover death machine. I forgot the name of that one.
I'm going to use the Serpent next, actually.
All right. What do you want to do? Fire the bazooka, or do you want to fire the minigun?
Fire the bazooka.
All right. Within your path, you have Leiden and you have the Death Sight as you see the doors have been opened up. And also you see the Bolt Gundam as they're both starting to walk forward.
Are the Death Scythe and Bolt Gundam near each other? Like right next to each other?
Yes, they are. And the Bolt Gundam is trying to walk past the Death Sight right now to get
That is
through
the direction I'm firing then.
All right, so you're firing a straight shot right here.
Yep.
All right. Roll attack for me. You get a plus 15 for the Serpent's cannons.
A 12 plus 15, 27.
That is a hit on the Bolt Gundam, but not for the Death Scythe. Death Scythe is 29. So Deathsight steps back, but Tail still takes the AoE damage. Bazooka damage of the AoE damage is automatic 500.
Oh, jeez.
So just one big heavy, and it takes a turn to recharge. One of those very heavy power cannons, and it has an AoE explosion.
For
The bad
damage.
thing is, anybody else that was in that room is dead now, except for the mobile suits.
What do I roll for damage?
All right. For this one, I need you to roll 3d100.
85, 61, 67.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
So, this big, heavy explosion in the background, right past all of you. Leiden, you see this beam just right past you. You're like, whoo, how'd that miss me? And right when you're like thinking it missed you, and you're like, oh, that's nice. And you look back and you just see the building that you were trying to protect just. And you're like,
Ah, man.
It's like, who said I missed?
I didn't miss. I hit my target. Wait, his target's not us? No, the target's the building.
Oh, my Turkish delights were in there. Now they're all gone. Now I'm mad.
And you see the
Stupid
same
dog, I'm
thing
stuck.
in the room, spraying, trying to keep fires out. The mobile suits start walking through it. And that turn for that mobile suit is done. You have one last, and then your big red will be showing up next turn.
Okay, what can the last one do?
All right, he has the charge cannon. It's the big blue one. And also, you have the one that's the shield one that's actually fighting off against Jordan, but they're back and forth right now, so he's stuck in combat.
Is the big laser able to fire again?
All right, what do you want to hit with this big mega beam cannon?
You.
Oh, thank you. So, roll for this is a plus 16.
Eight plus 16. 24.
24. My AC is a 25. This big giant beam grazes right above me as I put the shield up to block. You see part of the building of right above my head get smashed down and broken from the beam. As you get a communication from you to me going, that was a close one. You're pretty skilled with your mobile dolls over here. You can control all of them while fighting us. I give skill to that. But I'm going to give you a wallop for this.
Well, you haven't seen anything yet.
Nice, nice. All right, guys. I'm going to have the NPC mobile suits move theirs for the Gundams now, and then it's going to go back to the top. Back to the top. Jordan will be back to the top.
All righty.
As right next to you, Leiden, the Bolt Gundam slams down the giant mace, ready to fight in combat. That's like pulls up. Good. All right. All right, Leiden, what are you doing?
I'm gonna see if I can close the gap between me and the opponent in front of me, and see if I can grapple them. And if I'm able to succeed a grapple, I want to try and use my laser sword and just ignite it through his body.
Who?
The opponent that's in front of me from the bridge, I want to see if I can get to him and do a grapple with him.
You have to get through his energy shield first.
Ah, I
You
see.
want to try to break through that because it's going to be difficult. You can enter close combat with this thing. You're more likely to get the beam sword through than a beam blast.
I
And
can actually do that.
are still surrounded by my butt.
Yeah, once you move around, they're going to be attacking. Unless you want to attack them too. You have your head guns. You want to fire with those. If not, you have your bazooka if you want to just fire point blank.
I like these odds.
Fire away.
I'll take,
Fire
yeah,
the-
yeah, I'll take that option. I'll go ahead and fire my bazooka, see if I can break that shield. Ooh, 15 plus 5, that's a dirty 20, plus the modifier on top of me, that's a 3, I think. Let me double check.
You get a plus
Oh,
5
plus
for your mobile suit.
So 15 plus 2 plus 5, that's 22.
Alright. 22, you start seeing the shields being damaged. You start seeing one of them overheat and just and you see the shield get a little weaker. You gonna fire again?
I'm gonna see if I can close the gap and get my laser sword out and go for a cut across from where the shield disappeared.
Alright, right when you see one of these blow up, you pull out your beam sword, just rush forward. Right over. Do you want to jump over the bridge or try to fly under the bridge?
I'm gonna fly over the bridge.
Flashing down. Now roll an attack for me. You get a plus 15 with your d20.
That one.
Oh!
It looks so cool at first.
Okay, folks, first one of the night. We got it out of the way, folks. We got it out of the way. The nat 1 is gone.
You fired your bazooka at first, pulled it down and drew your beam sword and jumped up. Went for this epic slash. Right when you're coming down for the epic slash, the shield just right up, blocks, and it puts up the real shield. And ignites a beam sword to parry your beam sword. And you just see it punch your mobile suit in the head. My God.
Oh, red pepper!
Your mobile suit takes 200 damage of physical blunt damage.
Ooh.
It steps back, you stand back up, and your sensors of your screen starts blinking and fizzing. Hilarious. All right, now that'll be the end of your turn. Is there anything you want to say before you end your turn?
I mean, I got headbutted. The first thing I said when I got headbutted was red pepper.
Carry on. All right, that'll end your turn for that.
Yep,
Now
my turn.
Devontae.
Alrighty. I am going. So, Barbatos is the one that's closest?
Yes.
I'm going I'm gonna do a dash and slash. A 2 plus 10, 12, and I don't know what the. I know it's a miss. It's a dash, slash, and miss.
Yeah.
My dice do not like me tonight.
Anything else you want to do?
Henry, can I use as Devontae is coming towards me? Can I use the mobile suit that I'm actually attached to and just throw it in his way?
Yes, you can use it as a reaction. I want you to roll a acrobatics for athletics to see how fast your mobile suit is at doing this.
A 22.
Okay, so right as Devontae is coming after you with a slash, pulling out his beam sword, You see Barbatos grab and chuck the other mobile suit right in the way as you just slash it right in half and just destroy one of your own mobile dolls as it explodes.
In the face.
Expensive.
It was expensive. Gone now. Tax write off? Maybe.
Yeah. Take your scrap metal back.
Okay. All right. You have one more action. What are you going to be doing with that, Devontae?
I am gonna do another slash.
All right. You're staying close range with him.
You stay close range with the
15
Barbatos?
plus 10, 25 plus whatever the add-on is.
Got it. What now?
15 plus 5 plus or 15 plus 10, which is 25, and then whatever the add-on is. I think you said it was a plus 5 or something.
Yeah, the +5 for the mobile suit.
Okay, so 30 to hit.
All right. And then your AC for you. What is your AC normally, Dark Trooper?
18.
18 plus 5, so it's 23. Well, he does hit you. All right. So this will be 300 damage plus a D100.
A 32.
All right. So 332 damage. Just slashes across your armor. With a 6,000 plus health, you're still fine. A little bit of sparks for a second, right? You're more just surprised that he got you for a second. All right, that ends his turn. Now, Chris, it's your turn. You want to give him a receipt?
Oh, yes. I'm going to whip out my mace.
This
I got
thing, 19.
just-
19.
Just come in with under slash. And going right for the chest unit.
Good shot. Good shot. Good shot.
You swing this giant mace right at it. You said it was a 19 and gets a plus 16 for the mace on that. So it hits. For you, Devontae, you see your mobile suit. I want you to give a reaction to see if you're going to be able to put your shield up in time.
Oh, and athletics?
Yeah, athletics or athletics. See how fast you are to react with your shield. Throw it in the
13
way.
plus 8. 21.
21. You just barely raise it down as you see the edge of the Barbados mace hit, swings your arm away, and still hits most of your mobile suit. He doesn't get to do the piercing death he wanted to, but he gets to smash you up for a second as you smash against the wall. The original damage of the mace is 400, plus a D100. So roll a D100 for me, Dark Trooper. And then for the wall damage, it's an extra 200 for the mobile suit. So
it's
You're-
466.
okay. So a little over 500 damage to the mobile suit. You see sparks around Devontae's for a second, and then it gets okay back to existing. You see the wall behind it just crippled and destroyed from the mobile suit smashing into it. Your thrusters are fine, though. A little bit of dirt and crust and damage from the walls, but still sturdy metal.
Do I still have an action?
You still have one more. What would that be?
I do a charge towards it with the piercing end of the mace.
Hell yeah, man. Go for it. Whack him.
I am keeping the shield up though.
27.
27. All right, now Devontae, I'm going to need you to do a strength check for me. See if you can withstand this piercer hitting your shield.
Nat 20 plus 3, 23.
You swing up the shield right in the nick of time as this spike slams in and punctures right through. Right when you block, you see it puncture through your shield closely to where your camera is. And you start seeing the spike pull out, not realizing what's happening next. The nat 20 didn't block it, yes. Significant bludgeoning damage has been blocked. Not the piercing spike that's about to be launched. So, Chris, I want you to roll one D100 for me, please. And this is going to be for piercing damage, plus 100 damage is going to be
48.
So 148 damage. Just smashes right into the helmet of your mobile suit. As you see it, you block with the shield, it busts through the spike, and the spike would right to the armor. You know, like a big dent into your helmet of your mobile suit right now. Realizing this is a unique weapon he is trying to kill you with. You're using a beam weapon. He's using a big hunk of steel that can puncture you. To be honest, I think it's more gruesome. All right. Well, anything you say as you're on comms with him, fighting him?
It's like, oh, come on. Shields are for pussies.
I go on the comms. Hey, I'm using a shield too, dipshit.
I was just sitting there going, my gun has a shield. And everybody else gets quiet except for Wolf piloting his mobile suit.
I just respond back to him. You do realize you're using a shield yourself.
Am not.
His mace technically can be used as a shield.
Doesn't he have the ring around him too?
No, he his arms are pretty much like bucklers in a sense, and their guns, and their claws, and then he has a big mace and a big sword.
And just basically all around badass.
Yeah, it's the alternate mobile suit I would use if I wasn't using heavy arms. But Lupus Rex style, so just do all that stuff. But back to it. All right, Chris, you were done with yours. Now it is me. I'm gonna fire away again. This time I'm gonna help Jordan. I was gonna fire at Devontae here, and I started realizing he went in close quarter combat, and I'm not gonna shoot my own guy in the process. I turned back going,
Yo, I see how you're playing.
Part of the reason why I went into close quarters combat with someone.
right? You hear the commander on the screen for both of you guys going, "Oh man, he's going into close combat. Dark Trooper, crush him. I don't care. I don't need to shoot you. It just wouldn't be right to shoot one of my own men. On the other hand, Leiden, fire in the hole. You better duck. You better hope those
that
shields."
bullet scratches any paint on my.
Brand new paint job ruined again.
Already did that.
Just get in the
Now
bar,
I gotta-
quickly pull the base out and just jump out of the way.
16 plus 16. And 18 plus 16. So you just see this large bombardment of missiles and bullets. And you see that shield that was originally blocking for you, Jordan, as you're holding it steady with your beam sword, trying to fight back.
Hmm?
You look at the machine as you see all of them blow up. Every one of these links is deep. and the shield turns off. The enemy shield is broken now as you see the red mobile suit looking at his small little black shield with a beam blade going, crap. All right, you want to do a reaction and do an attack?
Yeah, I'll see if I can do that.
All right, roll in acrobatics or athletics if you're fast enough.
I rolled a
And then-
19. Let's see what the acrobatics was.
19 plus what?
Taking a look at acrobatics. Hang on. Acrobatics. Oh, no, it's not acrobatics. It's athletics. So 19 plus 7, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So 26.
Okay.
Plus the modifier for the Gundam 5. So that's 31.
Yep. So, right when the shield blows up, you take your reaction and go for the attack. You see your beam sword or beam blade just slashing up across the side of it as it's trying to raise its shield to block and parry. Now, I need you to roll, see if you can do enough damage to cut through it. If you don't do enough damage, you won't be able to cut through.
All right.
So, roll 3 D100s for me. How many of those 3 D100s?
All right. First roll is a 90. Second roll, 80.
Okay.
Third and final roll, 74.
All good. So, how do you want to do this as you cut this thing up?
So I've got my laser sword in one hand, shield in the other. I'm gonna basically go for like a, almost like a rapier style for cutting into him. But as I go to stab forward, I'm gonna stab angle down to cut across his body. So it's like headshot angle down through the shoulder, so it dislocates that whole upper part off. So, and I cut through a part of his shield too, so it shows like just a.
Right as it was trying to block and parry and missed, you slashed across the shield, shutting it off and breaking it, blowing it up, ripping off its arm. As you come down, slashing across its neck, all the way down to where it was a cockpit, is not anymore. As it gets cut all the way through, and you see this big red machine just blow up in front of you. Not the big mighty one like that you're going to be finding out in a minute, but the defense one has been destroyed of your AIs, Dante.
I just yelled at the comms, even though the person's dead. Put some salt on it. You'll feel better in the morning.
I would like to use my reaction to pull back the 3 that are around Jordan.
All right, use that reaction.
So I'm gonna pull back the 3 rosebuds that are around him.
All right. So you make us all 6 are back around you.
Yep.
All right.
That
Excellent
also
defense.
avoids them from getting destroyed by you.
Right, that's enough.
Like your
How much
style, mate.
ammo? One knows. My turn is done. As now I have to reload because patch full open takes everything in my payload. I reload for a second. All I got left is a little bit of a head cannon. I don't care, it was funny. Alright, Devontae, back to your mobile suits. What are you
Alright.
doing?
One of them is in combat right now, right?
He just got slicey dicey.
Yep.
Okay, so I just lost one.
You have your serpent still that can fire, and the minigun on the left hand, and a bazooka on the right hand. It's a beam bazooka.
Mm-hmm.
And you also have your special blue with the big charging cannon.
I'm gonna fire the bazooka again.
No. And remember, everybody, to like, share, comment, and subscribe. This is Rolling to Die.
This time I'm firing at Death Sight.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh, what'd you get?
that one.
Oh.
It
So
didn't
that's
get.
a complete miss.
Which gun did you fire?
You got your first one out of the way. It's okay. We got the first one out of the way. It's okay. It's okay. Well, it's okay. Shit happens, folks.
Which gun did you fire with?
The bazooka.
Oh no!
Oh,
So
shit,
you
the bazooka!
you see the back battery charging up for it, about to go boom, and instead of it firing up the front, it backfires. You see the whole back end explode, blowing off the whole right arm of the mobile suit. As you see it step back a little bit, it still has its shoulder cannons for its missiles and its miniguns, but that's it for now. As it looks back, seeing its whole arm gone, going, "Oh crap!" Your AI says, "Oh crap!" What do you say to that?
He just face palms.
Who programmed these things?
Okay. Big
It says
bazooka.
crap. It says just a bunch of ones and zeros.
Okay, big blue guy now.
Yeah, Big Blue. Where are you firing into?
I am
Who is it
firing
again?
to you.
All
With
right,
a nat
fire
20
away.
this time. I just went from a 1 to a nat 20. That's funny.
Hey, you did it rolling the die. Hell yeah.
So explain to me where you hit me. I'm going to try to do an acrobatics or athletics.
How
but it won't
big
be
is
fast.
this beam?
Think of Wing Zero, but a little bigger.
Okay. I'm gonna be aiming for the torso area.
Right as you aim for it, I raise my shield up, and you hit, and just with all your damage, you see that red shield just get annihilated and just melt and damaged. You see the minigun red hot as you see it drop right off the heavy arms and hit the ground. You get a commander call from my commander. You son of a bitch, you took out my DACA. Good thing I got a spare in the back, but you're an asshole.
All you hear is just him laughing.
He looks down and sees his minigun just melted in heat. Pissed off and has to wait a whole turn or more, depending on how long it takes him to switch to his one back. All right.
Do I still have one more, or was that all?
You got two more that are in action before I get to let you have the big one come out in a second.
Ah, okay.
He'll come out after I get to move my NPC mobile suits. All right, you have your red Zigak,
Okay.
and then your Zugu.
And what weapons do they have?
The Zigak has the head missiles and the armed machine guns with the pincer claws. And you can move fast. Mainly it's an aquatic mobile suit, but it's also meant for quick mobile runs and assassinations.
Okay.
Good for physical close.
And who's closest to that one?
Our Jordan and Chris, both of them are literally even.
I'm gonna send that one over to help my character against Barbatos.
2-on-1. Nice.
And then that one's going to go for a pincer attack, actually.
I roll in acrobatics or athletics and see how the succession rate of the attack will be as it's trying to run, jump, and try to attack downward at Barbatos.
Okay, an 11.
Oh, nice. I got to land it just right.
11 plus 8, 19.
19. Okay. So, You land across it and you hit its armor, realizing you didn't damage it really. You more have scraped its paint and just surprised the hell out of a Dark Trooper.
Well, no, he's going for a pinch attack, like he's going to grab.
All right, what do you roll a strength check for me to see if you can succeed on trying to grapple his left arm?
Okay.
And then, Chris, I need you to roll a strength check as well.
It's 10 plus 3, 13.
Net 20 plus 4.
Woo!
Oh. So you first see this Zegok grab the Barbatos arm and try to pull away one of your weapons. As you look over and see your sensors going and you're just like, get off me! You shrug your arm and pull away as you see it let go its clamps and it starts falling forward, sticking its claw into the ground, gaining its balance back up. But in doing so, its head is now aiming right at the side of your hip with its missiles. Now, Devontae, do you want to do something about that when your Zegok aiming right at the hip of Barbatos' hip with the missiles from the head of your Zegok?
It's gonna fire.
Roll a d12 for me.
12.
Nice.
Holy shit. Now I need you to roll. It's a point blank shot, so it's not really going to be a dodge.
Why won't you dodge?
So, Dark Trooper, I'm going to need you to roll a dexterity save to see how shooken up you're going to be inside your mobile suit. This is actually going to be damage to you inside the mobile suit with your character, not the Gundam. You're being shook around like crazy.
I got an 18.
18, okay, that's good. All right, Devontae, all 12 successfully hit the side and hip and core in ascent of a spiral. And just a big explosion happens right to the side as you, Dark Trooper, in your cockpit just slam across and you bounce back and you're just bleeding everywhere for a second, covered in blood. And you just look back as your screens turn back on. What do you do when that happens to you? What do you say or do when you're just bounced around for a second bleeding?
I grunt, but then I slide like anime style, and I put my mace down as a price to push myself back up.
You see the Barbatos hold itself back up, and push back up with this heavy mace, and look down at the Zegok. Now, I'll allow you to do one reaction before we end the Zegok's turn. What would you like to do, Barbatos?
I will put my foot down and slam it down on top of it.
All right.
To
I want
crush
you
it.
to roll either acrobatics or athletics check for me to see if you're fast enough to do this. And you'll have advantage. Devontae, I want you to do the same thing, but you have disadvantage.
I got 27.
Straight.
Yep.
A 20.
All right. Barbatos is able to stomp and hold it down the Zegok to the ground with its big boots. Not killing it, but now you just did significant damage of 300 damage plus 97 more, so 397 damage.
Damn.
You see the back thrusters that are meant for aquatic thrusting mostly just get crushed by your giant compressing foot. But the Zegok can still fire when it's its turn again, and or throw you off balance now because it can push itself back up while you're holding your foot down on top. Depending on when it's whose turn,
One I have?
you still have your flying Zagook. I think it's called.
What does it
Has beam blasting fingers that fire off as flying hands like a thing. Also, it has thrusters for dodge and a big cannon on its chest like Iron Man. So you get 3 different attacks with this thing, or a thruster burn, where you can use all its thrusters to try to fry or blind an enemy. So for one turn, they'll be blind.
Okay, I'm going to use the. You said the chest has a beam cannon?
Yes, it has a charging beam cannon. After you fire with it, though, you're kind of sitting duck for a turn.
Okay,
Oh,
I'm gonna use the fingers
flat.
then.
All right, flying hands, the finger blade beams.
Mhm.
Which one? Who are you attacking? Are you attacking the Neo Gundam, or are you attacking the Bolt Gundam?
I'm attacking the Bolt Gundam on this one.
All right, you're right in front of them. You're about 50 yards away ahead of them.
A 13, it looks like? Yeah, 13.
Okay.
13 plus.
13 plus, for him, it's a plus 4. So 13 plus 4, so 17. So you miss the first barrage of beam blasts as the Bolt Gundam steps back, pulls out its giant chain mace and spins it around really fast like a shield. As you see energy and lightning strike around it like an energy shield. As you hear, um, Arctic Wolf laughing, going, "Ha! You think you got me, buddy? I'll show you why they like me in this suit instead of out there talking to them. I'm better in combat." As he starts blasting with his guns at you. But you get to attack one more time with the other hand. What's that other hand's attack?
That is going to be. A 10. That's 14.
Okay, so it's a miss. You see the beams hitting its shield again in this giant spinning layer. All right. Now I get to use my Gundams for a second, then your big red shows up. So, as you were attacking with him right here and blasting with your guns, he spins the flail and jumps across and starts swinging it right at you. And across up here. Kind of cool. Just you're literally perfectly balanced. Stay. He blasted. He's there. You're there. Best guy steps back, goes into the repairs and trying to make sure that everybody's okay in here. They still got 3 turns before they can launch off. So we're going to say once Big Red lands, there's 3 turns before this thing can launch off. And then you got 1 turn after that before it flies away. So you have a chance from there.
I just haven't gotten close enough to do anything yet.
You will now. As all of you are fighting in combat, finally, for Devante, your screen blinks on your right-hand side. You finally see your machine is here. Your war machine that was created just for you.
Now, is there a way that I could keep the Gundam that I'm in currently fighting while I jump to the next one?
Yes, you can turn this one to mobile doll mode, but you risk during combat getting captured and or murdered trying to jump out. But because Barbatos is being distracted right now during this with the Zegok, this could be
That's
your
why I was thinking about it. Yeah, I'm a roll of stealth.
All right, roll stuff for me with advantage as our trooper here is combat.
A 14 plus 7. So 21.
Yep. You needed at least a 20 for a section. You have your mobile suit fighting back and forth. As how your mobile suit is built, it has a backup, smaller mobile suit inside, like a skeleton. It turns on and surrounds you and locks up as the back hatch opens. While you're having combat moving around, finally it opens and pops off with a smaller version of what you have. As it turns and starts flying away, you see the back hatch close up and the eye light up and go from the orange to the pink. And it turns red. And then it goes back into combat. But now it's fighting different. As Dark Trooper will notice soon, it's fighting more like it doesn't care about life anymore. It just wants to try to take him out in a very erratic, crazy way, and doesn't care about protecting the conflict. But he doesn't know that yet. You see this giant red machine land down around all of you as everything shakes abruptly. You see these giant arms, 6 of them, open up. These giant finger cannons, bigger than most of your firepower. You see a giant claw pop out from under it, looking around to grab things and boosters. You see there's nothing in the middle at first, and the center cockpit is open. As you see a small red mobile suit flying across violently and fast. I want you to do a dexterity or do a dexterity check for me, Devontae, to make sure how fast you're doing that. If gunfire is going to get into you or not, see how much damage you take.
Spike sees this giant ass gun and he's like, well, cayenne my salad. That's a big one right there.
A 13 plus 3, 16.
16.
Yee. My dice, I'm rolling a different dice.
Good idea.
Oh, actually worse, a 12.
Oh, jeez.
Good idea. That's funny.
There we go, an 18.
There we go.
18 plus
All right.
3. That's 21.
As you have this big, massive machine of death raise up, your mobile suit flies into place. You see it shift and turn and twist and kind of like transform into another cockpit and land right in the center of it. You see these big metal shields lock up around you and protect you. You got this teeny little robot head sticking out, neat, and a giant body, right? So it's kind of like a little joke of neat, right, neat. Fuck you, it's funny. So, giant machine over here with these 6 arms. As one of them raises up and shoots these tendrils out that are electrical and can grab at other mobile suits. The rest of them shoot off beams all around, just igniting anything on fire and blowing things up. All the rest of you get this alert on your screen as you look over and see it during your combat as a warning. And then finally, for Dark Trooper and Orion,
Uh-oh.
you get on your monitor 3 or 4 of the scientists. Can you hold them off, please? Hold them just a little longer.
Holy shit, they're still alive!
There's only a few of us left, and we finally got almost everything on. We need we finally have the hard drive. We finally have it. It's going to be on the ship, and we can take it. Just hold off a little longer. Is it in the ship? Dead. Next guy.
Well,
I
damn.
yell over the compat. It's like,
Hurry the fuck up! We're getting slaughtered out here.
They're able to finally load things in the ship. The ship is finally ready, but now it needs to charge. And it's going to take 3 turns. See what you guys can do in that 3, technically 4 turns. Because once it gets in the air, you still have another turn.
Now, Henry, do you mean full 3 turns as in 3 full rotations?
Yes. And there's a whole section of it, you'll be fine. Depending on how crazy things go. This lands down. Now, Devontae, is there anything you want to say as you turn on the comms to everybody as you land down with this red behemoth? I'm a juggernaut, bitch.
The show and the fun begins. That's all he'll say.
Commander goes, so it looks like this guy likes to play a game. I like to play games too, as he has the new heavy arms minigun locked on his arm. And I got just the game for you. Now, back to the top, guys. Jordan, your turn.
Yes, sirs. All right.
Jordan, Dante, you get to. Oh my God, Dante's back up.
I'm just gonna. Oh fuck! That thing is huge.
Yes, that is a really big mobile suit, and that's not the actual size comparison. It's actually 3 times that size if it was actually released on this.
Oh, don't you have a charged beam cannon?
What, me or Devontae?
You, the blue.
I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah, you have a beam cannon. You have a beam rifle.
Oh.
You got a beam rifle, you got a bazooka, and then you have your beam swords.
All right, I'll go for I'm gonna use my beam rifle. I'm gonna try and see I can aim head.
Your special beam cannon is also technically your shield weapon thing. That's attacking you. You can
Gotcha.
focus and use them as a cannon.
Neon, if I remember correctly, Neon has a beam cannon.
Yeah, but he was only equipped with these at the time. Unless you go back and grab it from the burning building. That's hopefully being taken care of.
I highly doubt it's being taken care of. I'm gonna go ahead and shoot the beam cannon at Devontae. I'm gonna try and go for aiming at the head.
All right.
Oh, jeez. What is the AC with this thing?
It's got like
What's
maybe
your
a 10. That's probably what you have. You have like a +10 to your AC. I'm gonna roll. Well, this is not gonna hit at all. Now it's a 4.
Yeah. You beam and just it hits off a piece of the metal of the armor, and then Monte gets a little alert as you look down. And you're just like, "Oh, scratch the paint job." One little mark. I guess I'm killing you first over everybody. Why? You ruined the paint job. Please don't kill the first. No.
I am going.
Well, this is a bad time to miss.
I am going. I am going to use a reaction
Go for it.
to do a simultaneous attack with all 6 of those rosebuds.
The rosebuds are on the AI control now. They're surrounded around the Barbatos and you right now. The mini rosebuds you have are back on the robot you have right now, which you have to send all the way back.
I wasn't sure if I had control of them still.
You do in a sense, but they're still on the other side of the field. They have to take a whole turn to get over there.
Never mind then.
You can focus on using one of your arms, one of your 6 arms to attack if you want. And
I'm just disregarding it.
All right. So back to it then. Jordan, you still have another attack with that gun. With that,
I do. I'm gonna instead of this time. I hope I should miss this. I'm gonna try and aim the gun just below his feet and just make like a blast towards there to make the ground kind of like blow up, and hopefully he'll fall down. See if I can do
Aim
it.
for his leg.
Roll a perception check for me to let you know what you're firing at before you fire at it.
All right, I have a +5 to that. That's cocked. What the fuck?
So if you think for some weird reason that this giant thing of flames at the base, there must be some feet. If you fire at a giant thing of fire, nothing. Not realizing it's hovering the whole time, and when it lands down, it's slamming down deliberately, and then it flies back up.
Oh, poops.
Think of like a Dr. Robotnik kind of slamming death machine.
Yeah.
Even has the evil mustache and all. I mean, so what are you gonna shoot at? You're gonna.
I'm gonna try and aim for one of the arms and fire at them.
All right, fire at one of the mega arms.
$13, 15 altogether.
15. Okay, is it the +5?
Yep, that's with the +5 on top.
Okay, so yeah, you do nothing again. You keep scratching his paint. That's all you're doing. You're pissing him off, scratching his paint.
Just equaling out the battlefield, folks.
Just beep, 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 beep. His little pea shooter versus this like tank.
Ooh, I just thought of what I could do as a reaction.
You only get one per turn. You already oh, this is your reaction. You didn't do anything.
Yeah. Yeah, because I disregarded what I was gonna do.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. What's your reaction?
Grab him.
All right. With your extendo
Clamp it.
arm. All right. The clamp. Oh. All right. You do athletics check for you, Devontae, and then Jordan, and you do dexterity save.
Okay. If he does grab a hold of me, the thing I'm gonna say is, "Finally, somebody wants me."
This is a 17.
Okay. Where's my phone at? Here it is.
+8.
You said dexterity for me.
Yep. And make it lose half what he just did.
What do I have for dexterity? So that's +3. Okay, that's 12 plus the modifier of the Gundam suit 5, so that's 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. That's 17.
It's no.
No.
So this is what happens. You fly closer, blasting at him, going like, "Ha! I got you, you son of a dee-dee-dee-doo! Ha ha! Dee-dee-doo!" And he's just like, you know what? It's like a cartoon from back in like the day. You see someone pull a giant fly swatter out of their pocket, and they're like, "What the?" Shoots out and grapples you and just slams you down. Ding, ding, ding. And you just shake in there. So, Jordan, I need you to roll a dexterity save for me because the actual pilot is being bounced around right now.
Oh man, being bounced around like a rag doll. Fuck.
Should have put your seatbelt on.
I never thought I put this in. Cocked.
I put my seatbelt on every time I'm in a mobile suit.
Dirty 20, 17 plus 3.
You lucky son of a. All right, so even with you bouncing around, you only take 2 damage of your actual character.
Garlic and onions, what you doing, man?
Okay, so that was his reaction. Now, Jordan, what's the last thing you do before you end your turn? Now you're grappled to the suit.
Is my arm free, or has he got that wrapped up as well?
He's just wrapped around your core with this claw clamp. It's not strong enough to clamp and crush you to death, but it's strong enough to hold your mobile suit in bay.
All right, I'm going to see if I can try and get my laser sword to pry it up and be ready to cut the arm if I can.
All right. Roll a strength check for me to see if you're able to pry your arm out, as it's been one of the arms that was captured in.
Come on, buddy. That's a 7 plus 5 on top of that. That's not gonna work.
Your mobile suit just can't grasp getting a let go. So you ignite the beam sword from under instead. Still
Alright.
can hit it, but you gotta sit there with a slow burn instead of a quick slash. And what will he do to you in that short period of time?
We'll find out soon, folks. My turn is up.
It is up. As now it is his turn.
Okay. First, what is my range for the beams?
Pretty much the whole map.
He's up here.
You beat everything. Beam, just.
I'm
If you
gonna
use all-
aim one of my beams at the ship.
All right. Roll for an attack for me. Just remember, when you use all 6 arms, it will make your whole machine have to recharge for using all this energy.
This is only using 2 of them.
All right, so you're only using 2, so you keep significant energy. Okay, good.
And one's a nat 20, one's a 16, plus 8 for both of them. Or I guess this would be the plus 9 one, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But even with your nat 20, you see it first, an energy shield. Your first hits that first 18, and you see the hit. And when that 20 hits, and you see it crack. You see the engine behind it trying to hold this energy being used blast. You see it smoking like crazy. It doesn't look like it could take another wallop from the 2 blasts it really did. So that'll be next turn with that. You also have missile barrage, which you can use on everybody that's in front, but it's not far enough to reach the building for missile barrage.
And that's what I'm gonna do for my next attack.
Okay. So roll 2d12 for me. And that'll tell me how many missiles are firing out. And then roll attack them. And for all you guys, I need Dark Trooper and Orion to roll 3 dexterity saves.
All right.
Succeed at least a 16.
I rolled 2 8s.
16 missiles are flying out in this spread.
$16, $12, $14.
6, 8, and 13.
So, Aladdin, you're fine as your shields protect you from this barrage. Barbatos, you are surrounded by machines left and right. You're stomping one with your left foot. You're like, ding, 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 ding. And you're bitch slapping the other one, go, get away from me. And then you look up and you see a rain of missiles. You're like, really? Out of all days?
And before the missiles hit, can I grab one of the machines and just hold it up as just like a shield?
Roll in an acrobatics or athletics check to see the speed, and then roll a strength check to make sure you can withstand the heavy blow.
I got a 13.
All right. Now
For the
your strength check. Yeah, acrobatics or athletics.
And a 16 for the strength.
So, which one do you grab? You're strong enough to grab either or.
I grabbed the one that's the other one that's down under my foot.
All right, so you grab the one that originally Devontae was using. You pick it up successfully, grabbing it grabbing it from the back, and raising it above your head as you're stomping this other one, and the missiles come raining down. You still take AoE damage, but you're not taking the initial damage. So what would have been 500 damage is now 150 damage. These
And
are just
after,
gonna be-
after the barrage, I just rip it in half.
All right, you do a strength check for me to make sure you're able to after the barrage.
$21.
Explain to me how you do this. How do you want to do this for this his Devontae's other mech?
Woohoo!
As the missiles are raining down, causing significant damage to the structure of the now mobile doll, it starts weakening it, and as the missiles do it, I realize that it's like this thing is a piece of gun junk now, and I just rip it in half and just throw the other pieces aside like they're scrap.
Because now it is more hollow because the centerpiece of Devontae's backup mobile suit did leave it. Now it was easier to rip in half. Do you want to comm link and say anything to Devontae's character as you're doing this to his other mobile suit?
Hey, you forgot this! And you just chuck it at him.
It lands near his feet of his mobile suit, but not at him, and it hits the ground and explodes. What do you say, DJ Thunderbase, when this happens to you?
He doesn't say anything.
You just watch in silence as you watch your machine get ripped in half and explode.
Mm-hmm. Just more kind of like angry growls is all.
Enraged. You may have destroyed that one, but try to destroy this.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
he didn't care much about that one, considering he was in his favorite one now.
Yeah, now he's his favorite. He is wrecking house with all of you.
Yeah, but he still liked that one.
He liked it,
right.
but he's in his favorite, so he doesn't really care much about it.
Yeah, second favorite's destroyed now. Got him first. Okay, so now that we have it set like that, it's going to go to now Barbatos for Dark Trooper. You just did this for your reaction. You look back. You have the Zagak right under your foot. Do you want to try to destroy that before you try to go after the big red?
Yeah. What I'm going,
All right.
I basically take my mace and tee it up like a golf club and just smash the shit out of it.
All right, roll 2 attacks for me as you're puttering up to 2. Sorry.
One is a 16. I got 2 16s.
And they're both with a plus 16, so 32 apiece. How do you want to do this when you are
Woohoo!
smashing and engulfing this thing?
I yell over the intercom open channel, go 4, and it's
So you first hit it up. And as you hit it up with the mace, you swing back and you hit it one more time in like in the air. Like you're playing golf and then batters up. And you're playing baseball right after. Now I want you to roll a strength check with advantage to see how far you launch to see if you can fly at Devontae's machine. And then Devontae, I'm going to have you do a reaction after.
a 19.
So you hit this thing. Let me explain this. You smacked it up in the air, and then you punted it this way, right at him. Devontae, you have your tentacle arms. Do you want to catch it in midair?
Am I able to? I mean, I already used my reaction.
This is a new turn reaction.
Okay.
That was last turn. Because that was, you just ended your turn to now having your reaction. So you can roll acrobatics or athletics to see if you catch this. And if you do, now you have something to either whip at somebody or use it as an explosive. Like to use the smash as like a mace or a flail.
A 15 plus 8.
You catch it
23.
just barely. as you wrap around it, catching it with your massive, powerful arm. You notice it took a little damage from your hydraulics to the arm because of how much force was launched at you. Luckily, it didn't explode when you caught it because you caught it with over a 20. Anything under 20 would have been an explosion. But now, you can slam it and hit it on get anything, but only once before it goes boom. It's pretty much set for a ticking time bomb now because the mobile doll is immobilized and completely destroyed, except for the explosion.
Question.
What is it?
Oops.
Is the upper body of the machine I'm in capable of doing a 360 spin?
Yes, you can pop out and fly around it, actually.
Oh shit! I know what you're thinking.
Pro to con, you risk being hit and dying.
No,
faster.
I'm meaning the the big red. Can it do a 360 spin while still standing in space in the place?
Yes, it can hover and spin and rotate. So what are you trying to do? Mario spin and jump.
Yes. I want to get spinning and then chuck the thing at the because I'm gonna try and chuck it towards the ship. If it's gonna
Roll
go boom.
acrobatics. Roll acrobatics or athletics. To see if you can make this, and then I want you to do a dexterity check to make sure the accuracy is correct for hitting the direction.
Nat 20.
Oh damn!
That's a plus 8. That's 20 plus 8, 28. Then you said a dex?
Yes.
Check or save?
Check.
14 plus 2, 16.
So you launch it with a nat 20. You hit the shield with this machine, landing into it. Go. You see the generator go nuts. You see lightning spark all around. You see the mechanic is trying to work on it faster and faster. No! And he tries to turn and run away. And right when he turns around, you see the generator and blow up as he gets disintegrated. And you see a big explosion from the Zegok exploding up. The big shield. As now there is no more protection for this ship as they're loading it in, and there's still 2 turns. But you see little people running up at the edge of it with little gunfire shooting across, trying to fire with their little teeny pea shooters. Doing absolutely nothing with their laser guns.
Oh my! Reminds me of that scene from the Star Wars animated series where that big old stomper thing just hits the ground so hard that it sends a shockwave, and now the clone's like, that needs to go. There, you just see 1,000 beams shooting at this thing, and it just stomps again. Fuck. I commend them for the bravery, but
Miss Linda was the only one to be able to stop it.
And yeah, that's kind of the concept right now. This thing is a big death machine that's walking through all of you. And its AC is ridiculous, and its health is ridiculous. And there's only certain ways to kill it. And it all depends on how Devontae plays. If he
So
screws
far, I
up,
haven't even moved a step.
yep, he doesn't really have to. Another ball has landed onto the field.
The first one didn't do so hot.
No, it didn't. As backup to try to.
No, I got a game this time, guys.
Right?
no.
All right, I rolled for the my mobile suit. My mobile suit's going to be firing in a second. And then also he's going to be doing his reaction to be attacking him with the flail. And he got an 18 plus 14. So he hits, doing 400 damage plus, where is mine? Where are you? Plus 77. Yes. So how do I want to do this against your Zaku? I
Ooh.
smash the flail across its head and bringing it down with the momentum as it flies down, smacking the ground and exploding. As now the Bolt Gundam is now going to try to lunge down to the ground to your Serpent. But he can't do anything else without his reaction. Zaku is go zaboom. Heavy Arms finally has his minigun up and ready. Jumps down, stands on the bridge, and tries to fire at you.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. He literally just stood perfectly right on it. You just see Heavy Arms run up. I gotta do an acrobatics or athletics. I gotta run up and do that cool flippy thing. Flippy do. All right, a 17 plus 16. As you see him, this red and white mobile suit jump up in the air and spin and flip around and do a front flip and land right on the bridge. You see most of it cripple and break and holds his base just barely. He pulls up the big red minigun and just starts unloading it. You just see the chest open up. The compartments of the missiles open up, and he goes, "Surprise, asshole! I told you I was ready for round 2." All right, a 19 plus 16, and then his second for it, a nat 20.
Ooh.
You just see this big burst of bullets and missiles wave across. Your blue mobile suit, it's been charging up its cannon to do another blast at the ship. Gets wiped right out in the sky and blows up in front of you. And then right when you look over going, damn, you look up and just see a wave hit your suit and just pepper your whole chest with your armor. Now, because your armor is at a 20,000, I barely scringe it with 1,000 damage. Still got a lot to go. You're just sitting there going, huh, definitely need a new paint job. But now you're just black and red. And I'm sitting there trying to talk crap, and you're just like talking about a paint job, and I'm going, wait, did I even do anything to you?
Well, look at the size of this. Look at the size of that. What do you think?
This isn't right. Oh, the net 20.
Look at the size of this.
You need to do therapy to see if you do get rocked in your smaller suit.
Oh, that's fucking beautiful.
And what do I roll?
Dexterity save.
Save? Okay.
Yes.
15 plus 2, 17.
17. So you bounce around, you only take 1 damage. But you're fully still capable of just laughing about it, going, it was worth it. Kind of like one of those, like, you laugh and you hit yourself and go, ha ha, ow, ha ha, ow, ha, ha, damn it. So, we just got to your turn. We just finished them moving around, getting them set up. My turn is done with the firing. Now it's to the NPCs. You still have your Serpent left with his miniguns and his missile pods. It's good for medium range right now, or a self-destruct if you want to be a dick.
What now?
Who's he nearby?
He is near the Bolt Gundam for the wolf, a winter wolf, which is a Fenrir, you know.
He's gonna do a missile. He's gonna use the missiles.
He's gonna do a what?
Missiles.
All right, you're just gonna do a full barrage like Heavy Arms, pretty much.
Yep.
All right, that's pretty much what Serpent is, just a mobile suit, heavy arms. Roll that attack and let me know what it is.
A 14 plus 8.
14 plus 8.
So 22.
You miss, except for the AoE explosion. So he takes half damage from that. So he takes 250 damage for his mobile suit. Inside the cockpit, he takes 10 damage. But the rest of the bullet fire just sprays past him as he's running past trying to hit you again.
Isn't Death Sight right next to him?
I'll be right back.
This is way back in the building area, repairing and getting things prepped and ready.
Who was the one that was next to him then?
That was Bolt Gundam, but Bolt Gundam has now been ran forward, and Heavy Arms is now in the center, and so is Neo Gundam.
Okay.
And then all three of them are in a Triforce right now. That's actually pretty cool. We got Barbatos, we got Heavy Arms, and we got Neo Gundam all in like a Triforce.
Triforce.
Power and courage. Chris would be the power, I would be the wisdom, and Jordan would be the courage. He's the one that jumped in the middle of it all. The same thing with Chris. They're just like, let's fight. All right, back to it, guys.
Moving back to the top
So,
now.
Yep, we are. It is now only one more turn left. You see the jet engines lighting up. You see the ball holding its gunfire and blasting off at you. So far, it's an 8. And it didn't hit you. This looks like a cute little light show right now. You're like, aw, it's signaling and likes me. You see the cannons on the ship loading and charging just in case. And there's a reaction. So not just how you do. You see the last of the people loading in it. I want everybody to roll a perception check for me before it gets to the next turn.
17 plus 2. 8, 19.
15 plus 5, 20, a dirty 20.
30, 20? What'd you get, Orion? Jordan, what'd you get?
Jordan.
He'll be back.
They always come back.
He'll be back. Don't worry. All right, so for the rest of you guys, you see people running into the ship. You see people running back out of the ship. You see the ship charging. You see them shaking hands with one person, and a couple people hugging that one person, looking like they're kind of like sad and crying. You see them and a few others run to the ship, saluting. And everybody else falls back instead. The mobile suit Death Sight turns around with a big, giant metal case and loads in a bunch of innocent people and scientists and information. And you see him head off as you see Dom going, all right, guys, I'm going to be getting off here. The rest of you hold off until then. Make sure that ship gets out of here. It has the most important documentation. As it starts flying off with the innocent people, as Dom flies off with his mobile suit of Death Sight.
Sorry about that, folks. I'm back.
Did he just leave us? Well, his job was important to save and keep the other people alive. He's still actually here in combat though, because he still has to move, and you guys, depending on your combat, if he has to turn around or not, he at least needs to drop these people off and come back. So back to the top. The back to the top is
Jordan.
I'm apparently still clamped in that man's arm, so I'm gonna try and use my laser sword to cut the arm off so I can escape.
All right, roll an attack for
All
me.
right.
Please.
+2. Okay. So 13 plus 5. That's 18.
15 is a hit for that arm.
All right.
Now, for damage,
Yes.
your beam sword does 300 damage plus 2d100. The roll is 2d100.
Now, aren't your arms still underneath the arm as well?
Yeah, so I'm kind of doing like a rotating the wrist to do a. I can't really move my arm up and down, but I can at least move my wrist to kind of shake, basically.
So the best your friend is doing is holding and burning and trying to slice slowly.
All right, that's a 23 for the first one. Second one is a 71.
Okay. So you successfully cut through about half.
Okay.
It's almost cut through, but it's not. It still has control, but you're noticing it's losing its grip around you, and you've got one arm free. Which arm do you want to get free?
The one that allows me to hold a bazooka.
So you turn off the beam sword.
Blink. Yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna do it. Point blank. I don't care. Point blank. We're gonna fire away.
You're gonna fire away your bazooka right at the end. How much? Oh,
It's definitely a hit. 18 plus 2 plus 5, so that's 30, 20, 25.
Yeah. You hit and you just see a big explosion. Devontae, your suit, you start seeing a warning label, neat, where it shows your clamps, and it shows a red mark, disconnected. You're just like, huh.
Is there a release button
Yes.
to just release the arm?
Yeah.
I'm gonna just do that then.
Right as it blows up, and he's like, yeah, I'm about to get through it. Lightning just skyrockets down real fast.
Airborne. Come on, get the flight pad going. Flight mode. Where the fuck did I put the flight mode? Oh, yeah.
Eject.
I need you to
Okay,
roll.
shit.
I need to roll acrobatics or
All right.
athletics. See if you land properly or slam straight down the ground. Take advantage.
Let's go with.
Hurt your pilot
Acrobatics.
and
Okay, 15. What's acrobatics again? 15 plus 7, so that's 22. Plus the module for 5 on top, that's 27.
So explain to me how you land. You land with clamps around your half your body.
As soon as he lets me go, the weight of the armor of this whole suit just falls backwards, and I use that to kind of do a back flip with my arms down, gun aiming still at him while I'm falling, trying to pull trigger again. I do like a back flip, spin 2 times, and then land on one knee and land, kind of like a superhero landing in a way.
All right. So are you shooting mid-air or are you shooting after you land on one?
Shooting in midair.
Oh boy.
All right. Now that's going to change your momentum as well. Now fire first to roll for an
All right.
attack. You have disadvantage because you're firing
Where's my other
footing.
D20? Okay, this one was a 16 for the first roll. Second roll is also a 16.
16 plus. 16 plus 16. You succeed. So you have this coolest moment ever. He drops you, you flip back, you pull out the bazooka, and you aim right at a perfect shot, and you fire right at the chest of this giant armor, trying to break the armor around the little
All right.
guy that's in the chest.
Nice.
You hit and you break off a piece of the armor, and then it makes you do a supersonic spin of woohoo. I need you to do a dexterity save and a athletics or acrobatics check. Grasp
Acrobatics is
hold
what
of
I'm
the
gonna go
mobile
for.
suit. What
It's
the
a
freak?
7, I think. Was it?
And do you have your seatbelt on?
No, I didn't put seatbelts on this thing.
Remember,
So-
kids, always put your seatbelt on.
Hey, that's the
Or
Plus
harness something.
It's a public
Okay.
service announcement from Rolling to Die.
All right, dexterity save.
it's gonna know this.
1
Come on,
plus 3, so it's 13 for the dexterity save, and then the acrobatics. That's 9 plus 7. 15 plus 5 on top. That's a dirty 20.
Plus that 5 on top. 31. So you grasp hold, hanging on for dear life. Your hair is flying everywhere inside your helmet, freaking the
You're
hell
not gonna
out.
throw. You're not gonna throw.
You land slamming down as your mobile suit's feet hit the ground, scraping the ground as the hydraulics heat up. You see the damage marker on your screen of your legs, just neat, and just the hydraulics of your legs just damaged.
I fucking know, monitor. I know.
You take 5 damage of like psychic dizziness from just spinning around so
All right.
hard. Your brain is rattled. All right, and that ends your turn. Okay, it is your turn. Don't worry, guys. We're gonna be getting near the end, anyways. This is leading to something interesting.
You're incapacitated now.
Whew.
It's a bit busy. All right.
Oh, boy.
What's your character doing as your pilot with your giant mobile suit? The big red guy.
Okay, so for the first attack, now do I still have access to all 6 arm beams?
One is
So I only have access to 5 right.
no. It's not for you. Yeah, you have access to 5 right now. One is at tentacle mode.
Okay.
One is technically holding a giant club weapon, so technically 2 are for close range. The other 4 are set for far
Okay,
range.
so then I'll use 4 of them then.
All right. So what are you hitting? And you got 4 targets you can choose.
1 beam is going towards you, 1 beam is going towards the ship, 1 beam is going towards Jordan. 2 beams are going towards the ship, 1's going towards you, 1's going towards Jordan.
All right.
Not towards Dark Trooper or the Neo the Bolt Gundam. All right, just want to make sure. Okay, so 1 at me, 1 at Jordan, 2 at the ship. One of those is automatically getting nixed by the ball. It's going to jump in and suicide itself.
Henry, can I use a reaction to grab what's left of the
2 19s and 2 16s plus 8.
Nice. All right, and what was
to
that?
grab one of the halves of the mobile suit I ripped in half and throw it into the air to intercept the beam towards the ship?
Yes, you can. Roll in acrobatics or athletics to see if you can do this fast enough. As he is firing, has succession with 2 shots so far.
I got a 22.
2
Right.
of
22 is a succession.
two of these beams were crits, though.
Okay, so who's getting the crits?
Well, I was sending 1 towards the ship. 1 of the 16s
Okay.
and 1 of the crits going towards the ship.
Ooh, good choice.
Okay, so the crit is going to be nulled, but the hardest way. It's going to take everything in one shot. The ball flies up, takes the hit at first, It blows up and the beam's still going. Everybody's freaking out. As you see the cannons and the ship turning and it's not ready for the charge for the blast yet. It needs at least a split second more. You see Dark Trooper throwing this half a body up in the air as it hits it just in time, exploding and stopping. But you see the AoE wave shock and ripple the whole ground of where the runway is as it breaks, as now it's uneven, as it won't be able to run across it now. You see the building erupt from the explosion. The second shot, right as it's coming through, you see the cannons turn and fire. And right as they fire, you see it's just right at the window. You see an explosion happen. You see the cannons explode off the ship. You see the cockpit window break and crack. And you see the one cockpit man that was inside just disintegrated. The ship is still active. There are still other people in there that can take over. But that's when it comes back to activation for them, which will be when it's their turn. But you can damage the ship with these.
The other two.
And you are going towards the heavy arms mobile suit and towards the Neo gun.
The 16 plus 8 is going for the Neo. So the other crit is going towards the heavy arms.
All right, so both of them hit at us, but we only take half damage apiece because our AC is still technically higher. And Jordan has the energy shield.
Yep, 17 plus 7 for AC.
So,
Yeah, and this was a 16 plus 8 and a 19 plus 8.
yeah. So I took the 19 plus 8, which still makes it so he got me on 27 to my 26. And you got a 24 to 24, so he actually technically hit you, but you have your shield that gives you a plus 2. So you take half damage, Jordan. I'm going to take full damage. So I take a full 500 damage, and you take 250. Dante, roll an extra D100, and let me know what that is, and there'll be an extra on top of that.
85.
The mobile suit.
Woo!
Okay, so after that, you have all of them fired. You see your energy on your machine low to 40%. You have enough for one reaction until it's your next turn. And that is all for your. Anything else for you, Devontae? You want to say anything to anybody or say to the people in the stream?
Nope, that's all.
Okay, you just stay silent and deadly. Not that way, people. So,
Well, with a charisma of a -1, you don't expect them to talk much.
damn. All right. What are you doing with Barbatos? You still have a half a mobile suit left in the hand. And you still have a death machine in front of you. What you gonna do, my berserking?
I take the other half and chuck it at the death machine.
Nice.
Oh, strength check.
Okay, hit it.
Oh,
with the,
Not 20.
Barbatos.
Nice.
Don't even need it. That extra awesome. All right, explain to me how you chuck this piece, this headpiece at the death machine. What body part are you hitting? One of the arms, or near the chest plate, or the giant thrusters at the bottom? What are you doing?
I'm going to hit it at. Am I throwing it at Big Red?
Yes.
The big red meatball. Yes, Raymond. Yeah, that big boy.
I'm going to throw it at one of its legs and see if I can cripple one of its legs to hobble it.
Ooh, okay, nice.
As you notice, it does not have legs. It has giant thrusters, making it hover around the ground. With one giant stomper at the bottom, occasionally to slam down on the ground.
And that works too. Throw it at one of the big thrusters, see if I can disable it.
All right, so you're going to throw thrusters, trying to make it so he gets off center, and it's going to be harder for him to target and balance. All right, with your nat 20, you have a perfect succession. Now, it's going to be 200 damage, but I want you to roll 1d100 for me to see how much that is. And then if by how high that is depending on if Devontae's character is going to feel the thrust of knocking down at him.
44.
Just miss under it. You have to have at least 50 to make it so Devontae notice. A giant hit of one of the thrusters does get damaged, yes. It explodes. But it wasn't enough damage to actually make it so he would have got knocked down or hurt inside his cockpit. But, Devontae, your character now gets a warning label at the bottom of your screen that your thruster, that your front thruster is now damaged. And it's harder for you to back up.
Well, considering I haven't even moved.
Still a fight, no matter how you slice it.
All right, Chris, you have one more action. What are you going to do? You have your exploding weapon. Which one would it be? Do you want to use one of those? If not, you have your guns on your arms. You can fire from a medium distance, which is the range you're at. Or you can just rush in and try to attack. But you risk lots of pain and or death. Because he does like a whole like beam on you at once and gets a lot of success, and your mobile suit's going to be down or close to it. So it's up to you. Or you want to throw more things at him?
I think I'll pull my action for the next turn.
All right, hold your action. All right, so you can let me know when you decide to use your action during this combat. It's now my turn. My mobile suit is reloaded, and I am going to fire and at one of your direct beam cannon arms. Contact. Let's see if I can hit. 13 plus 16. 29. I hit. I damage one of your big beam cannons. The one up top, right next to where you're at, you see it just get and damage. There's still one cannon out of that 6 barrels that works. The rest of them are fried or crushed. So now he just has this one little beam, and then all the rest mega blast.
What is my AC then?
Your AC is a 27. It's 27, and then when you're at defense mode, it's at a 29, which I still hit with a 29.
Okay, I thought it was a 10 to my normal AC.
That's what I said, but I'm not the DM.
What is your normal AC?
21.
Wow. Well, roll 2d20 for me, I'll let you know. This is rolling to die after all.
A 20 and a 16.
We'll allow it to be that then, 31. So I'll still take it so I took damage to your gun, but half instead. You still got a few barrels on there instead of one. So that gun will fire half damage instead of full damage from now on. Unless it gets damaged more. My main weapon fire is down, so I'm going to utilize holding my action with my minigun for anything that fires above me. And I'm going to end my turn there. Now it's going to go to the NPCs.
Are there any?
You have one left, the Serpent. He has taken a lot of damage. He has lost his right arm, and he's just standing there going, wait, I'm the weakest out of all of you, and I'm the one that survived? How the hell? Well, he's not the weakest, but I think he's the third or the weakest.
Does he have a shot with his blaster arm?
His
Does he have
minigun,
a shot at the ship?
No.
Okay.
He can fire from a distance, but those missiles will not reach.
Not the missiles, the blaster arm.
The minigun would not. It would not make it. You would fire it off and you would hit the front of the deck unless it flies in the air, because it's going to start flying in the air this turn.
Okay. Well, then I'm just gonna do another missile attack to the surrounding area. Then
All right. Roll 2d12 for me, please. Let me know how many missiles are released on the pods.
12, 8.
All right, so 20 missiles fire out of your pods. And they rain hell on everybody above us. Now I need you to roll 4 attacks to make sure this hits. And I need everybody here to roll a dexterity save to see if you guys can dodge. Your dexterity save is +5 with whatever you roll.
5 is 20.
Okay, a nat 20, a 14, a 19, and a 16.
Okay.
So I got a dirty 20.
All right.
And you said he has a +4, right?
Yep. 18 and above is a succession.
I had an 18.
Okay, all of us take half damage instead. Unless you hit a nat 20. We roll and flip and
I
turn.
did hit a nat 20 in one of them.
And that one directly hits my character, as I am right at the peak at the top.
And
I
I
look
also
up.
had a 19.
Now, how much damage is that one? I take the full damage, and that one, everybody else takes half
What
damage.
do I roll for damage?
Yeah, it's going to be 2d100, and then it's going to be plus.
A 59 and an 82.
And 200 turns to 400. So you see the heavy arms just covered in electricity, damaged. I'm about halfway damaged with my heavy arms now, severely.
Bullshit.
As you see the camera turn on and my character bleeding, going, "That was a good hit. Maybe next time you can try to kill me, you pansy." Okay, so that ends his turn. You look
And
over and
Pansy, what? There's more to that.
I love how it cuts it right there. You're just like, what? You
There's more to that joke. Don't leave me hanging.
right? I want you to roll a perception check for me, everybody, to see what you see with the ship before it happens.
All right.
15 plus 2 is 17.
18. 13 plus 5.
Okay. All of you see the removal of the skeleton body of the guy that got fried.
30, 20 plus 5, 25.
You see a guy get into the pilot ship, even with the broken window gone. And the cannons are broken now. You see the fire ignite up. You're seeing it push off, rumbling and smashing all around. And you see the thrusters ignite crazily, like insane. Like they hit max. Now, Devontae, I want you to roll a history check for me to see if you know what's going to happen as you see this running abruptly as you have with a high perception suit.
18.
As you
No
see the guy in the cockpit, as the camera turns on, he's looking at you with an insane look, smiling. You know,
Oh, no.
I had other ideas, but we have a better one. How about a little bit of yippee-ki fuck you? He just floors it and thrusters right at your ship.
Now, are you sure you want to do this? You have passengers.
All our passengers are C4. Now, I want you to roll that reaction because you held that with your cannon.
Big boom boom.
It's flying at you.
Boom, boom.
Okay. What do I roll?
Roll a d20, and then roll that with a plus 18 for your cannons. If it's flying in the air, so you have the advantage.
Nat 20.
Hell yeah, brother. Good for you.
So
Nice.
this heroic run, these guys trying to secretly pack this with explosives instead of the supplies, as they sent that off as a decoy somewhere else. They forward the thrusters with their last moments and their last breaths. As they look over, thinking, guys, we got it, we're gonna take them out, yeah, we got it! You see an arm, and all the barrels light up. And just, they're like, they raise their hands, and just red is all they see before they all disintegrate. And you see just a giant explosion in the air. The explosion is so huge, though, that the AoE itself does knock back everybody within the vicinity. So all of our even the big red itself takes the shockwave and the explosion initially. You don't take full damage. It was going to be a 3,000 damage explosion.
Oh.
Cut in half to a 1,500. But because of your extra armor class, it turns to 1,000 instead. So you only take 1,000 for your 20,000 damage you fully have for protection. You only have 15,000. You're fine. You're fine. It's just now your chest plate armor is more broken around you, and there is no paint job anymore. Also, Barbatos, Heavy Arms, Neo Gundam, and Hulk Gundam all get knocked down prone for one turn. You have to use movement or your action to get back up. And each one of us take 1,000 damage. All our mobile suits start sparking up in electricity from the explosion. That serpent you had, though, is now gone and wiped away. As it looked up, going, at least it was a good goodbye. As the AI just disintegrates from the explosion. Hopefully, it downloaded itself somewhere beforehand.
That's
You
very
hear on
future.
your comms- Oh, yes. You hear on your comms from Dom. We have the passengers safe. And we got the information. Guys, I think we should leave. As his death sight lands back down. We need to go now. The base is set to blow. Now, the comms are only open to our characters. Fonte's character doesn't know this right now. Not
I
unless he
respond,
uses...
how much time do we have?
That is a good question. Let's roll that magic D6. You have 3 turns.
Oh, shit.
These 3 turns are going to be quick, by the way.
All right.
Right as it says this, he lands down, and you see the whole area start blinking red back and forth. You start looking at all those little blinkers that are all set around, even the ones that were for the strip path, blinking red, and realizing each one of them was strapped with explosives in some form or way many years ago. This base was all strapped to go boom. And we look over, and all our monitors go nuts. And we go, hey, this isn't good.
See a timer show up on my screen. I'm like, oh boy, we got 3 minutes. Fuck!
Monte, your suit starts having a bomb detection like crazy all around, just blinking up. What do you do for your reaction when you see all this? You did your success.
You said I have a slam thing that can shake the ground, right?
You can, which will make something else happen, yes.
I'm gonna do that.
All right, so when it's your turn, we'll go and do that. You go neat, and you're just like, I got a great idea. The rest of us, First, Jordan, it is your turn.
Yes.
We're
I'm
gonna
going
do this. A
to.
party of us three are reacting before Devontae does his thing.
All right. Does the Neo Gundam, does he have the ability to fly or no?
Yes, he does.
I'm going to take to the air.
You take to the air and you use your shield to protect or wrap around you, or you
Yep.
hook them to your back as a booster.
I'm just using a shield because I know there's going to be a big boom boom. I got a feeling if I don't put them up, I ain't going to survive.
All right, you start flying in the air, start getting up there, 100 meters, 200 meters, and such. Shields wrapped around you as you're flying up. You hear Daniel Wolf flying his Barbados, trying to, and going, not Barbados, sorry, his bolt gun. They're going, guys, my thrusters aren't working as it lands down. He's like, I have another thing. And he hits the eject button for it to have the small thrusters, so he has the small ship flying out. He's like, setting my robot for self-destruct.
Is there by any chance I can try and get him while he's ejecting in the air?
Roll an acrobatics or athletics check. See if you can catch his escape pod ship.
I'm going to go for athletics because I want to make it there as fast as I can. All right, plus 8. Sweet. That's a dirty 20. Plus 5 on top, 25.
25. Okay. You see the ship fly past you, and you grab it up and hook it just in time and tuck it under your mobile suit to protect it. Just so the cockpit is protected and everything from that huge blast. As you use the thrusters from it as well to make you guys go a bit faster.
Nice.
Now your speed is increased by a 1.5, like a bit more.
Is there any chance for my
Not
last
those-
action I can use the plasma gun to do like one final blast at DJ Thunderbase?
All right. So do your last action as you're flying, pointing your blaster. Unless you want to use your bazooka, you want to use just to unload the whole payload.
Nah, I'm gonna stick with the plasma blaster.
All right, you can do a full charge if you like after you do an attack.
Nice. That's
What'd
an
you get?
18. Nice.
All right, an 18
18
plus
plus
2.
Yep, 18 plus 2, dirty 20 plus the 5. That makes it 25.
Yep. So with that, you pull the trigger and you see it charge up and beam. You don't hit the main cockpit where it actually would hurt him, but you hit the gun that I hit and damaged it more.
Nice.
They're like, hey, fuck you. All right, Dark Trooper, what is your Barbatos going to do?
I beat a hasty retreat.
All right, are you running and climbing up or just using your boosters to fly up?
I'll use my boosters to fly up.
All right, roll an acrobatics or athletics check to see how fast you're going to be boosting.
15 plus 10, 25.
So with succession, you run up and boost and jump off as your thrusters hit to their max. As you push it to the max as you see it go. And you
Since
have a
we're on-
warning label not to.
And since we're on the moon, wouldn't we be able to get out of the gravity much easier?
In a sense, yes. So you boost up fast as both of you do. My character, I stand up, look around, start flying in the air a little bit. I get a 14 plus 15. I boost up higher and do one last assault. So now I get to do my attack. 13 plus, no, it's 15, sorry. 15 plus 15 is a 30. I still don't hit. I unleash all around you, DJ Thunderbase. I hit your gun arms, everything, but I don't hit the main cockpit of where you are. Everything around you rains hell, and you're still sitting there going, my main little guy right here hasn't taken any damage. The big suit's just being bombarded and just nothing.
Soaking up the damage. Paul's doing like, that's all right. Keep hitting me. Keep hitting me.
I close up my weapons and I start launching and flying away with my last action. Now, DJ Thunderbase, what is the last thing you do before we interact? What does it look like for the button? Is it a button or is it a pedal? Is it a stomping pad? Is it a big old red button?
It's a lever.
Lever. So even better. You just see this lever that says "Do not pull." He looks over. I'm gonna pull it. Stomping mechanism that's built into this machine. You see the thrusters up top open up to shoot downward or shoot like this upward. Make
Okay.
it so fast. Right as it does, this super powered hydraulic in the middle and bottom of this super sized big red death machine slams down. Right when it slams down, it makes a shockwave.
Oh.
You see your timer still going. We still have a minute and 35 seconds. A minute and 34 seconds. A minute. Oh, shit! I want everybody besides Devontae here to roll a acrobatics or athletics and see if you can use your thrusters to their max.
I got a dirty 20, not the 21.
Let's see for athletics. Dirty 20 for me. 12 plus 8, and then the modifier for the suit 5, so that's 25 again.
11 plus 15 with a plus 5 for it. So 31 for me. All of us just barely. But I would say the bottoms of each one of our feet or areas in any way are toasted or changed color of char. As you see the whole base and bow and bend and just cave in. DJ Thunderbase,
Pepper, I gotta scrub that off.
I want you to. What is your choices here? You have two choices. Go down with the ship, and how do you want to do this? Or hit the eject button and send your small version out as fast as possible with its boosters with the special eject, but you have to roll it a very high to make it so you succeed, because it still might be a death with this character. Or at least close to a, you're going to be significantly burned.
I'm gonna do the eject. I'm going to attempt the eject.
You see everything going as it said the warning as you see the ground erupt and shake, not realizing how many explosives were set around.
I would do it this way though. The moment I pulled the lever would be the moment I ejected.
All right, so you hit one button for the eject right as you hit the lever.
Yep.
Right as you do it, roll an acrobatics or athletics check. If you explained it that way, I'll let you roll at advantage. Yeah, I was going to give you disadvantage, but how you explained it was a good explanation.
A 16 plus 8.
Nice.
Okay, 24. You just barely out of the flames, burning. Literally, I would say your left leg gets completely fried off of your mobile suit, and your right leg gets halfway burned off. As your thrusters from your back are the only thing keeping you going, as you even shut off your rosebuds purposely to make you go a little faster, cooking off half of them. You just barely escape going the opposite direction back to your base. Your secret base, though, not the base that you just came from. Still to warn your people, but to know not to go back there. For us, as being mercenaries, we were paid our money in due as we landed safely, got our money, but not in full, because still many, many people were massacred in the process that we were trying to protect. They were from this unknown Xeon army of death. Our Gundams barely held off as our final escape plan of Explodia Doom did its part as we thought we eradicated him. But we're not sure. The only person that knows that he's alive is himself. All the rest of us think we took him out. And we are going to have a big reckoning for that next week. So tune in next time for Rolling to Die. And anything you guys want to say for your characters with what they're doing before we start ending this?
Thanks for joining us, everybody. Be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And remember, wash your hands, wash your face, wash your ass. You know you have to. Love y'all. Be safe.
Tune in on Wednesday for our Chaotic Minds podcast, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Be there or be square.
All right, guys, girls, and squirrels. Remember, we're done with your bullshit. It's a crazy clown world out there now. To you all, a good night. Remember to like, share, subscribe, people, to Rolling to Die and DJ Thunderbase.
Peace.
Anybody want to say anything before we end this tonight?
Nope.
Hit it, DJ.
The bass is bumping, the speakers are moving, the vibe is jumping, everybody's grooving. Flashing lights in the room, dancing like we're on Zoom. As the music goes boom, 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 boom. As the music goes boom, boom. As the music goes boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Music goes boom, boom, boom. The bass is thumping, the speakers are moving, the vibe is jumping, everybody's moving. Flashing lights in the room, dancing like we're on Zoom. As the music goes boom, boom. As the music goes boom, boom, boom. The bass is thumping, the speakers are moving, the vibe is jumping, everybody's moving. Flashing lights in the room, dancing like we're on Zoom. As the music goes boom, boom. As the music goes boom, boom. Music goes boom, boom, boom. Music goes boom, boom, boom. The bass is thumping, the speakers are moving, the vibe is jumping, everybody's grooving. Flashing lights in the room, dancing like we're on Zoom. As the music goes boom, 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 the music goes boom, boom. As the music goes boom, boom, boom. As the music goes boom, boom, boom.